sounds fine.
I think we're golden, fellas. Should be good to
I think
go.
yours. I think yours is good now, Madison. In the beginning, it was it almost sounded like there was a bit of gate on it or like a delay or something, but it's good now.
Okay, sweet. Let's see. Let me go to full screen here.
Bro, I got a huge. Or I'll save that. I'll save that for podcast. Never mind.
Awesome. All right,
Do you have like
guys
an
ready
intro
to
or
roll?
anything? Yeah. Do you have like an intro that we need to be quiet for or anything like that?
Honestly, no. We've just been going, dude. I need to have one,
Yeah.
but let's start it right now. This will be the first podcast with one. So this is the
Yeah.
Madmoon podcast, episode 3. We've got our special guest here, Anson Robinson, with us today. He's an NPC competitor. He is what weight class did you compete in last?
Well, I didn't do bodybuilding last. I did classic class, but we're hoping for definitely heavies for sure.
I was going to
if I
say,
can slip into
definitely
super
going to at
heavies,
least
though.
be a
It is-
heavyweight coming soon. So,
Oh yeah.
making some major progress in the amateur ranks. Working his tail off in the podcasting space. So, definitely happy to have him on the podcast with us, man.
Bro, you're grinding on here.
I appreciate it, man. I'm doing 3 a week, and it's like a job, but I love it at the same time. If that makes sense.
I put on podcasts while I'm working, and I'm a framer in the union, right? Buddy carpentry. I was always having an earbud and listening to bodybuilding shit, and on YouTube, like, they're hella pushing your shit to the top of my algorithm.
Oh, awesome! That's good.
Yeah.
One's like older ones, so I'm like, hell yeah, all right.
Nice. Love to hear it. It's been super fun, man. And a lot of the growth has been super organic. And then especially just reaching out to people and being able to network has been super fun because you kind of can build relationships and meet people. Like, because you're in California, for example, would have never met without the internet, right? It's awesome.
Yeah, bro, I'm like up here by Frisco. Where do you live?
I'm in North Carolina, and then Madison's are you in Virginia or West Virginia?
Virginia, right?
I'm in Virginia, yeah.
Yeah, so it's about a 2.5 hour drive between us, I think. Something like that.
Yeah, I think that's about it. It's not too far, to be honest with you, man. I need to freaking get down there like soon to train because it's not far at all. There's no excuse not to be down there.
Dude, it would have been a killer leg day for you to jump in today. Joe bumped the volume up on me a little bit because he gave me a huge food bump. And, man, because you know how I do my leg extensions and shit, dude. Doing 4 sets of them things today was absurd.
Oh, God. It was probably like, if you did the equated time under load, it's probably like 15 minutes total, like literally just on extensions.
I had to drop my weight each set because of like how taxing it was. Like I started at 130, 110, 90, and I was at 70 by the end of it. It was
God,
brutal.
Yeah, you were doing slow negatives, dude.
On the hack squat, yeah, that too. Because I didn't post my leg extensions, but actually, you know what? That's funny because my hack squat, that was a 2-minute drop set. Each set of my leg extensions is about 2 minutes.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, that's a grinder right there for sure. Yeah, I saw that. I saw the hack squat video. Dude, those negatives were extremely slow. Like at least a 3-second negative you were doing.
5.
Yeah.
Yeah, they looked intense. They look great,
you would
though.
not see me. Yeah, you would not see me doing that with like a regular hack squat or whatever, but with the reverse band, you can just squeeze the whole way down, get a slight pause and explode up, and you can still push through. Because with me doing a regular hack squat, sometimes it feels like I can't squeeze on the way down, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
It feels like you're just having to fight the weight too much. But with that little bit of assistance from the band, it's golden, man.
Yeah, I could totally see that. Almost kind of acting like somewhat like a Smith, but even better because it's almost like a machine the way it would track, I guess, because you have a little bit of that assistance out of the hole. So that's probably really nice, man. I honestly have never tried that, but I see quite a few people doing it, and once they do it, they swear by it. So I need to try that.
Anybody who has knee issues, get on a reverse band because like I don't have knee problems, but to lay out my workout, I did 4 sets of hip thrusts. That was new. I normally do 3. 2 sets of adduction, 4 sets of leg extension, 2 sets of leg press, then the hack squat, and my knees felt perfect.
Nice.
Normally, that wouldn't be the case.
Yeah, that's awesome right there. That's good. That's good to know right there because mine have been pretty beat, dude. I actually did almost like an old school style leg day today just because my knees have been kind of I feel like I haven't been pyramiding up the weight slowly enough, like building up my sets. I'm just kind of like 1 or 2 warm-ups, jump straight to a top set because I'm feeling good, but then days later I'm paying for it. So today I kind of did something like I haven't done it in a long time. It was like not worried about the weight, not worried about the logbook at all. Just super light
So
everything.
one thing, I think you might want to kind of like sit closer to your mic. It's starting to cut out a little bit.
Is it? Okay.
Just want to,
Let's see.
yeah, just like kind of space your body a bit closer towards it. Yeah.
There we go.
But what I was going to say, not to cut you off, but bro, I think your knees are probably just hurting from being fucking 300 pounds. That might have something to do with
That's
it.
probably it too, dude. No bullcrap. We actually had a
Yeah.
food cut today when I checked in,
That's adorable.
which is fine. I was like, you know what, I'm with it, dude. Because he was like, I know you want to be 300 pounds, and he was like, but if it's not, a good 300, it's not worth it. And I was like, dude, I'm 100% there. Like, don't think I'm sitting here just like hyper fixated on needing to be 300. I was like, because it would suck to be 300 pounds and not look 300 pounds and look small. I was like, I'd rather be like 270 and look 300 than the opposite, So
Yeah. Hey, Sean, is he cutting out a bit on your end?
Yeah, I was about to ask.
Yeah.
Oh,
You're cutting out just a little bit.
I didn't want to interrupt you in case he wasn't. I was just like,
Yeah.
can you?
so
hear
are
me
you
now?
saying that he wants you to be a tight 300?
Yeah, no sloppy 300. No sloppy.
No, definitely not.
Yeah.
And I feel like I was getting a little. Well, I am. I'm not saying was. I am getting a little bit watery, for sure. Just a little fluffier than I'd like, and that's honestly because gear just hasn't been in there, and food got kind of ramped up. So,
Yeah.
but now that's in play, and we tapered food back, so I should start recomping a bit.
Oh yeah, for sure. And like for me, I actually hit a peak weight on Sunday of last week. I was 242 fasted, bro. This check-in today, I was 233.
Damn,
Yeah,
Dude,
that much of a
just
drop.
9 pounds.
my body is burning through food right now, man.
That's
Same
That's
level
such a good
output.
spot to be.
Yeah, my sleep was a little better this week. That's the only thing that changed.
dude. That's a great.
Hey, you're
spot to
using
be.
Retta, right?
Yeah, just one big.
I was
And
talking
like,
about that.
I'll check out my blood sugar real quick. I bet you right now it's about 70. It was 80 before we got on. That's 89. Oh, you can't see it on the screen, but yeah, 89. Chilling. I ate about an hour ago.
Dude, me and Madison both believe the same thing about Retta, but I mean, while it may be cool for like dieting because it does suppress your appetite, like it's not that strong at that.
No,
and you
yeah,
get
not at all.
tolerant to that. I do anyway. And then on the backside of a diet, when you're reversing out, like the hunger diminishing effects are gone, but you're super insulin sensitive, and dude, it just draws that window out on your reverse like so much more efficiently. I think.
Yeah, I'm terrible at math. How many months ago is May? Because that's how many months I'm post show, and it feels like I'm still in a rebound.
7.
7? Yeah, it feels like I'm 7 months rebound here.
That's crazy.
And honestly,
Yeah,
dude,
and
your composition. I mean, your composition is held, and honestly, it's crazy to be that deep into pushing and just have that good a composition still.
Y'all want to hear the food amount? So I put it in chronometer. Exactly 7,000 calories, 515 protein, 1,000 carbs, and like 75 or 80 fats. And this all
I can
just
do
from
everything
like
with the protein.
what's that?
I can do everything with the protein. That's hella fucking meat, dude.
Dog, you've heard me talk about it before, man. I've done 16-ounce portions for 4 or 5 meals a day before, so this ain't nothing to me. I'm churning and burning.
Yeah, that protein amount is insane, dude. That's
Yeah,
just direct
It's just
source
200.
protein too, like not counting
Yeah.
trace.
no, everything. No, it is everything. Yeah,
Okay.
So that's 2 grams per pound, basically.
yeah,
A little
pretty
more.
much. Yeah,
Madison, what's yours at?
Mine's only at like
4 something.
3. Yeah, after the trace and everything, it's like 4 something, but like direct source, it's like 310.
That's crazy because so for you, that's almost like only 1 gram per pound.
Yeah, literally, it's like at the 1 gram per pound. It's
That's
crazy, dude.
hilarious,
I've
man.
always done better. Well, I can't say done better. I've never tried pushing the protein because every time I do scale it up, it's just like I can't get it down. But
Yeah, well, that makes
I
sense.
feel like I just digest the food better with less protein. But I hear these
Hey, well,
guys
I
think I
like
just
you
have a-
doing
yes.
16-ounce portions. I'm just like, man, how in the hell are you doing that multiple times a day?
Now that was immediately post show, so I was starving. So
I remember you told me that. That's right. Like you were freaking hunger's probably ravenous at that point. So
oh yeah. I was just trying. And that was for the majority of that was like the first 1 or 2 weeks post show because I just wanted to make sure because I felt like I didn't step on stage lean enough. I actually wanted to try to get a little bit leaner before I really started to push the food because I was actually self coaching for the most part on my rebound, and it just felt like on my rest days doing 16-ounce portions chicken breast for pretty much like 4 or 5 meals a day. Maybe I'd have 2 whey meals, and then I would just stuff myself with vegetables. So like 300 to 500 grams of vegetables with that 16-ounce portion.
God, man.
Each time?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
No digestive issues, by the way, whatsoever.
I thought you were talking total, bro. I was like, all right.
That's crazy, dude. That's freaking impressive, honestly. Like, that's impressive.
I'd make
like
like a
100
big
grams
ass
of
salad.
fiber.
Oh yeah, it was easily. I think I tracked it. It was like 98 or 97. So yeah.
That's crazy. Hey, when you're hungry though, nothing hits like meat. Like,
Yeah.
And a big salad, man. I love salads, even today.
Dude, I love a salad too, man, honestly. Like, I could throw down on some salad.
Oh yeah,
bro, now that I'm not
Like fruit
scared
salad.
of my protein having or my pea having protein in it, I'm definitely gonna crank it back up to like 300.
Yeah,
Dude,
let's
That's the
let's
only
talk
reason I was
about
doing
that.
200, Madison. I was like, kind of like,
yeah, I was going to say,
Yeah.
let's freaking open that can of worms, dude. That's great news that you got for us, so.
fuck yeah, it is.
Yeah, did
I'm
you talk
hella
about
grateful.
that? Did you talk about that on here, or was it just because I know you talked with me in DMs? I'm sure you talked with Madison in DMs.
Yeah, I mentioned it last time. I said I was trying to suss out what's going on because I had like several theories, and all of them in my mind had to be, it's not bad, right? There's
Yeah.
a reason. And I thought GH, and then I was like having, dude, I was having the runs like for a couple weeks, and it's because I was taking too much T4. Like,
Really, that can do that?
dude, yeah.
Huh.
Like literally direct correlation. I cut my dose. I hopped on it at the end of my push. So I was doing the whole vigorous Steve thing, like high dose growth hormone plus T4 if your appetite
Yeah.
starts going to shit, which it was. And that helped, but dude, it like sped up my metabolism so much that like I couldn't keep up with my digestion. And I was just peeing water out my butt. So I was like, oh, maybe I'm dehydrated. That's why it's foamy. Remedied that. It was still foamy. Then I was like, oh, maybe it's GH. Because I missed a shot one night and it wasn't foamy the next day. But that's like a random,
Yeah.
like, that wasn't the reason, you know? So I contacted my doctor and then I did the urine test. And yeah, it's like every panel on that was like perfect. I was like, fucking thank God.
Nice. That's good.
Yeah, that's great, dude.
Bro. I was tripping.
Yeah,
I was like, I'm done. I'm done.
You were
Yeah,
like,
because you hit me up about it, and I'm like, I've never thought to look at that before. Maybe I should actually like see. And I drink so much water. I go probably 30
Yeah.
times a day or some shit. So like 5 minutes later, I'm like, you know what? Maybe a little, but I don't know.
yeah. Yeah, mine's like that
Oh.
sometimes too, honestly. A lot,
I'm starting
actually.
to think that there's some other phenomenon that happens when with us, like with our population. But I did a bunch of looking on, like I use Grok for a lot of things, and so like I just kept prompting it, going deeper into the like OMP thing,
Yeah.
and there's like this phenomenon that happens in bodybuilders, and I like they got the sources were from like PubMed and like Reddit, so right, but they said it was glomerular hyperfiltration, so like your kidneys will adapt to external stress, like from nitrogen retention or whatever from being on cycle, and they'll let protein pass, like the nephrons will dilate, let it pass, because if there's protein in your urine, bro, like that means they're damaged
Yeah.
usually, right? Like protein shouldn't be able to flow through, but I was like, oh, maybe it's that. But the whole time I was just fucking scared, bro. Like, fuck.
I can imagine. Yeah,
Some
kidneys are
serious
not
shit. Your
something.
kidneys go, you're done, man.
Yeah.
Yeah. Or well, I don't know though, because there are some guys you'll see them like. Have you seen the video of the guy if like he has the bag in on stage or whatever? You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, bro, I saw
Yeah,
that. I was
that's-
like,
yeah.
man, come on, dude. That's I feel like
Yeah.
I don't agree with that, man.
Boston
That's-
Lloyd shit.
Well, to be fair, I actually looked into that a little bit. I believe that his reasoning was not related to anabolics. It
Okay,
was something else. I don't remember. I think it was like maybe like cancer or something.
got you.
Anson, have you ever listened to old Boston Lloyd shit? Like I know,
Hell yeah, yeah. I've
Yeah.
listened to all of them, probably 4
bro.
times.
Same. Madison, like you guys remember, he would talk about like, oh, if I get put on dialysis, like I'm gonna run like the 5-gram cycle of my dreams. It's a gram of each of the cutting drugs.
Yeah, he was crazy, dude. That dude was nuts. Man. And I think he was on dialysis on cycle too, or some shit like that. Like,
no, he never made it to dialysis.
Okay,
unfortunately.
okay.
Yeah, he died. He was fucked up though. Dude, is that peptide, adipotide, I think.
Yeah, you notice how websites literally don't stock that shit anymore too. I've never seen it again.
You know, to be honest with you, I don't shop on the Chinese.
What exactly does?
Yeah, you probably get whatever over there, but
what exactly does adipotide do?
Spot reduction fat, but the thing is though, you got to think like I think it's actually like destroying fat cells, not shrinking.
Yes.
So
it actually directly kills the fat cell off. Okay.
Yes.
So he was putting it in his love handles, which is where the kidneys are near. And I guess somehow side injecting it kind of got near his kidneys, and that's the theory, at least. I mean, we're also talking about a man who regularly would talk about his blood pressure being 220 over 150. So, like, I mean, it was coming one way or another.
Yeah.
The blood pressure, the kidney problem, at least, not necessarily.
That dude piss had to be foamy, bro. I'm just saying.
Yeah. And I can tell you, if I wasn't paying attention to that, I'd for damn sure Boston Lloyd was not paying attention if his piss was foamy or not.
Hey, rest in peace. He's the GOAT, but he was wild.
Yeah,
yeah. And surprisingly, he was actually a really good coach, from what I heard. Surprisingly, he never really did super extreme things with his clients for the most part.
I was gonna say, I heard he was only extreme with himself. Like he was very mild and modest with most of his guys. Like obviously, he'd probably have some people that he'd push it with if they had a bigger goal or were able to achieve that bigger goal. But for the most part, across the board, I heard he was pretty smart with everyone.
Yeah, other than people would talk about like his drug use being bad for the industry or whatever, but like him as a person, I never heard anybody say anything bad about him. Only good things.
And dude,
he used to not believe any of the pros what they were taking.
Yeah. And then Lee Priest kind of like got him on that train. Like, okay, maybe some of them are honest.
He's like, fuck that, it's got to be 5 times more. That's what I'm doing.
Dude, he kind of pioneered like being able to even be talking like we do online right now, like this, like years back before him and Rich Piana and who else, like I'm trying to think of who else was like talking about this shit. I guess Tony Huge back then, like really the only people that were like talking about that kind of stuff on YouTube, really.
Yeah, my first PED content was fucking Tony Huge and Ryan Russo.
Unfortunately,
Ryan brother. Russo. Oh my god, talk about a man. Have you seen his recent content?
Dude, he's always doing something different. What's new? What's the newest thing?
That boy's never gotten lean in his entire life.
Brother, his new content, he's speaking to the aliens on Saturn 7 or some shit, dog. Dude, like, he's out of his mind.
Earl posted a video on it, remember, Madison?
Who, you say what?
Colton did a whole video on Ryan Russo. Broke down his whole life story.
Because he like went crazy on the Lions Man or something, right? And then tried to kind of use that as his whole thing to like get clout again online or whatever.
I don't know how much I believe that it was Lions Man. I'm gonna be real,
bro. That's tragic.
Yeah, I don't think so either.
Whatever
man.
It was,
that's a little insane of a claim to make for a natural mushroom.
Yeah. Honestly, I'm kind of thinking out loud here. Sorry to interrupt. I'm thinking out loud. I know that Ryan was a big like recreational drug user. I don't know if he still is or not, but like I know he's done mushrooms, he's done a bunch of weeds, stuff like that. I wonder if he just got some bad, a bunch of weed, marijuana, whatever. I'm trying not to get Madison's video demonetized.
Yeah. No, you're good.
but I wonder if he got some bad shit that was laced, man. Because that's what it seems like.
You never know, dude. Especially in these times, man. There's no telling what's going on out there now. So,
some people's psyche is just not meant for psychedelic drugs, though. Either.
That too, dude. Speaking of marijuana, man. I know the fucking gas station or whatever. I know it's not technically marijuana. It's like THCP or whatever. You know what I'm talking about?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That shit fucks people up more than.
Have you heard about the new shit?
Dude, in Virginia, they actually made it's called like Delta 8, which is like the legal THC they can sell. Yeah. They made that illegal because it was doing it was just fucking people up. So they made it illegal, and now you can buy regular weed at the gas station. It's like, all right, that's cool.
I was talking about the kratom extract thing. That's where I thought you guys were.
Oh yeah. 7
fucking fentanyl or something.
Yeah.
70H or whatever.
70H. That's what it is. I've heard.
Bro,
Yeah.
that's terrifying.
It's like stronger than heroin or something, man. It's insane.
Dude, so I'm an ex-heroin addict. I'm in recovery, dude. I do AA, and like I have a friend that I grew up with that's also sober now, but he also recovering heroin addict, and he went out on that shit, and he relapsed, bro. He's like, bro, that shit's so gnarly, and they just sell it at gas stations.
Yeah. And it sucks
Fucking
too. It sucks because like actual kratom is great, and a lot of people actually help get off of harder drugs with kratom. But 70H, it's like the difference between a Tylenol and morphine. Like comparing kratom to 70H is a completely different world.
Yeah, if it's pulling a heroin addict into its embrace, then
Yeah, I've heard of people like
Yeah.
just straight up like robbing these sig stores where they sell them just to get a fix. It's insane.
That's crazy, man. Yeah, I've heard
That's
Guy
crazy.
Sister Nino going crazy about that online because
Yeah.
he's got a kratom company, and that makes his company that's trying to sell some clean stuff look bad if somebody has this bad correlation with kratom because of 70H.
Yeah.
I've heard him on Fuad's podcast
You're gonna
a
get
few
kratom-
times, like ripping 70H.
it's gonna make kratom become illegal eventually, probably because it's gonna get such a bad reputation.
Yeah,
I've seen a lot of people in the actual kratom industry though, like kind of lobbying against 70H, but then propping up kratom. So I'm hopeful that it's going to be okay because, like for example, Chris Bell, Mark Bell, they talk super highly of kratom. I think it got Chris Bell out of addiction, if I'm not mistaken, something like that. So it serves a purpose.
yeah.
Yeah, that too.
Well, I ain't fucking with that.
No, man.
But you guys do your
straight edge. I'm straight
I
edge
love
as
it.
fuck, man.
Oh, for real? You don't even drink, huh?
Nah, dude, I have a drink. I've only done 2 shows, so it's like not like it's that much of a tradition, right? But after every show, I'll drink a little bit. That's it. I had some whiskey this past show, and not even enough to really get drunk. Just like a slight buzz, just to kind of chill me out. That's it.
Nice.
Good, man.
Yeah, I had
your
one
vices
shot
loaded
after
with
this last show too.
Well, the thing is, though, I know how addictive of a personality I have. I could very easily become an alcoholic, or like if bodybuilding's in my life, so that's not going to happen. But if I didn't find bodybuilding, I 100% would have been an addict. I know it in my soul.
It saved me from all that.
Yeah.
You found the good drugs first, Anson.
Yeah.
You did it right. Dude, me
Yeah.
and Sean found out the hard way. Let's go fuck around with the street drugs, and then we'll find what we're supposed to be taking later.
Yeah.
Hey,
Yeah.
I love this shit so much more than I ever loved using dope, and like that comes from someone that was perpetually homeless and been to prison 3 times.
Yeah.
So,
Dude,
fuck, dude, I just wish I found it sooner.
the amount of
That's
structure
good.
that it gives your life, man, like,
Yes.
yeah, you're using anabolics, and like, yeah, that could be frowned upon, but the way we're using it is just so, like, we're so specific with it, and we're so dialed on training and nutrition and all that. It's like the most disciplined lifestyle you could live, dude, honestly.
Yeah, it's like a tool
saved
towards
me
a goal,
too,
right?
man. Huh?
It's like a tool towards a goal, right? We have like this
Yes.
larger looming ambition, and
Yeah.
that's like kind of the car we're in to get there.
Yeah.
100%. And it's like, would it be great if the goal was possible without them? Sure. But they're kind of fun too, though.
Yeah.
Fuck that! It's way more fun.
Dude, you
Yeah.
wouldn't be able to push the body as far without it. It would just be like, all right,
No.
this is your stopping point.
I'm saying, like, hypothetically, if they didn't exist, then like you could somehow magically make the same amount of progress.
Oh,
like,
yeah.
that'd be great. But at the same time, still like kind of the like. There's just no way to explain it other than if you have not tried 100 milligrams of Anadrol pre-workout, I just can't explain it to you.
Yeah.
I've actually never done that.
And dude,
Oh well,
this,
50. Yeah, have you done Anadrol at all though?
Yeah, I mean, I love Anadrol.
Then 50.
I'm a
50.
recent bandwagon Anadrol enthusiast, but
I've
yeah,
done as low as 20. I've done as low as 25, and it works for me. Like, but in the
Yeah.
past, I did some stupid shit. Like, I used to be afraid of needles growing up, so like I could really only do like one shot of like 200 tests for my TRT a week, and then I just slam orals. So not the best way to go about it.
Fucking Rad 140, bro. Let's
Dude,
go.
straight up, Rad 140, S23, S4, all of them.
You did all of them?
Yeah, all of them at the same time with some D-ball, with some Anadrol, with some Winstrol. I shit you.
Oh my god.
bro was
Yeah.
a walking experiment going on. Holy cow.
ALT at 1,000.
Oh, dude, it was like 300. It was like 300 or 400. So it wasn't that crazy, but
That isn't that crazy.
Yeah, that's actually
Yeah.
impressive
Which
for all that. That's pretty good.
The thing is, though, those of us now will see ALT, AST high because we train hard. I wasn't training hard worth a fuck back then, so that would be why.
Hey, where do yours sit like throughout the year perpetually?
As I've gotten to the ability to train harder, they sit a bit higher. But before now, 60, 60, something
Mine's
like
like
that.
75 usually.
But I've always taken a lot of liver supplements because I have that past of like kind of hammering my liver with the orals. So I'll regularly do like 500 mids of Tutka, like 1,000 plus NAC, whatever for milk thistle. And for a while there, I was actually doing injectable glutathione. That stuff is magic.
I
Bro,
love
we
that
gotta
stuff,
put
dude.
you on, bro, because the glutathione is like literally what's it like? It's like 10 vials of 1,500 milligrams for like $80.
Yeah, it's super expensive if you don't get it through the bulk
Yeah,
ways. Buying
I
buying in bulk
use
is
it
always the best.
regularly.
I like
Yeah,
I
using
love
the
it.
horse.
I'm not.
I like using the horse
I'm,
companies for that stuff.
yeah.
Dude, it's actually really cheap, dude. I'm not kidding. Not just for
Huh.
glutathione specifically. You can get like 100 mils for like 50, 40 or 50.
Oh wow. Okay.
I'll have to send it to you. It's a domestic company too. I'll send it your way.
Yeah, that's interesting because I don't know if I've mentioned. I definitely haven't mentioned it on this show. I think I may have mentioned it once on my podcast that I was having like bad panic attacks a week out from my show, and I thought I was like dying. So I went to the doctor, got blood work drawn, and I was on probably 500 mgs of tren a week. I think 100 mgs of, I want to say 100, it might have been 150 milligrams of Winstrol a day because it was like the last week. I didn't do that for a long time. It was maybe like a week or two I did that. And I want to say 50 milligrams of Anavar, liver, like 30. And I was on
That's
injectable
wild.
glutathione.
Man,
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
I've also used it when my liver enzymes were like 150, using 200 milligrams a day for 30 days, and then next time I got them tested, they were 150.
Oh, really?
oh man,
That's crazy.
But I sussed out the reason I think is, believe it or not, insulin.
Huh. How would that
Like,
work?
Okay, here, just this is a theory, but
Okay.
I got some data to support it, just from my own experience. But like, especially like when I'm using insulin and it's like the end of like the pushing phase where I'm trying to, my insulin sensitivity is fucking pretty dusted at that point, right? Like I believe you're just forcing glycogen into your liver and thus creating like a fatty liver.
Oh,
So it's
that
constantly
makes
just
sense.
stress. And I'm like, I've had fatty liver disease before from fucking
Yeah.
Lantus, from pushing it too hard.
How hard were you pushing it?
I mean, dude, not like abusive doses or anything. I just pushed the bulk too far for too long.
Oh, okay. So more of like a duration, not a dose. Okay. I got you.
Correct. Yeah. And then, like, my liver enzymes would be like 150, 150. When I went on my honeymoon, I didn't pin anything. I was gone for 10 days in Italy. And I just ate like whatever, whenever. So I was eating like on average a lot less calories, a lot less protein. And I was just walking. And then I came back after 10 days and my liver enzymes were in range for the first time ever.
Nice.
So I was like, oh, I didn't like force my body to hold any extra glycogen that I didn't need
Probably-
for 10 days. Yeah,
Probably
bro,
all,
my
that,
blood
like,
work was
all
amazing.
natural, organic, like high quality food in Italy too. You know, you're just away from all the processed bullshit here in America.
Yeah, but dude, I was eating like pizza every day, literally.
Still, man, I'm telling you, it's different. Like I've not been to Italy before, but like I've been to these places where they're like importing their ingredients and shit, and it's different, man. The taste,
It
the
is,
quality, everything.
yeah, dude.
It is. It doesn't get you full for as long.
Yes.
Yeah, I agree with that 100%, dude. If I go out of the country ever, I always come back. I'm like 10 pounds lighter. I'm like, I was eating way more food. How is that possible?
Yeah.
And I swear it's just there's so much additives in our shit. Even when we're getting whole foods and stuff, I feel like we're like unable to dodge some of the stuff. You know, it's just inevitable in the process
Yeah,
of
bro.
some of this food.
We're cooked, man. Our food supply is fucking poison.
Well, even
Yeah.
people that come here from other countries, especially bodybuilders that are very aware of their food, when they come here, they even say our food is shit.
Yeah.
They're like,
Bro,
Yeah, I've talked to a lot of the Canadian guys on the podcast, and it just seems like they, generally speaking, got a better kind of setup for food. You know, it's more expensive, of course, you know, but it's probably worth it.
everything's more expensive.
Yeah.
Dude, I got a question, bro. Like, how do they get blood work?
That's a great. I don't know. I should probably ask.
There's
I
no
wonder.
service to buy labs like we have here.
Yeah.
And a lot
Huh.
of their doctors like won't do it. So I don't know. I've never heard this confirmed, but I believe a lot of them are just fucking winging it, bro.
No, because I know I don't think that Joe would have his two guys that I know. I don't think he would have them not do blood work. There's got to be
They
a
have to
workaround
have
for
some
it.
service or like a doctor that fucking.
There's got to be a cool
Yeah.
doc that they know, bro.
Yeah, there's got to be
That's
it
probably what
because
it
you
is.
can't go to
Gotta
Ulta and be like, "Let me get a cystatin
Yeah.
C." You know what I mean? You can't do that.
Yeah,
We're very
they gotta
fortunate.
have, especially like up there at Pure and stuff. There's got to be somebody
It's gotta be.
for sure that's tied in with everybody, just to, especially on that side. I mean, that would be a business waiting to happen if nobody's
Yeah.
doing it yet. You know.
Yeah, and even here in America, it's super, super important for you to have a good doctor, I think, because, man, no one wants to go to the doctor and get fussed out for 30 minutes.
No,
It's just
especially
a
if
pain
you're
in
trying
the
to be
ass.
transparent, man. You're trying to be
Yeah.
upfront with your doc. You know what I'm saying? So,
Yeah.
yeah, it's always good to have a good one in your corner that supports
Yeah.
what you're doing, and or if
Dude,
they don't
mine's
support it,
alright.
at least they're willing to help you through what you're doing.
Yeah, don't condone it, but they'll. Mine's pretty
Exactly.
decent. Like I've explained to him what I do, and he's like, help. He is. Since I've had like previous liver issues with hepatitis and shit. Like he'll order me labs for my liver. Like I can get CMP panels all day, but
Nice.
like he won't check my estradiol. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah. That's kind of crazy.
I've noticed guys that are like under 30 have a lot harder time with the hormone stuff. Like from their just like regular healthcare, provider, they're a lot less likely to even want to dive into that can of worms because then they might have to help you. So they kind of
Dude, my physician told me if I ever choose to come off testosterone that he wants to prescribe me Clomid, and I just like kind of looked at him and smiled, and I was like, "Yeah, right, bro."
I
Will you
got
do eyes in 5 years?
Yeah, seriously, dude, that stuff is. I heard
I'm
it's
like, why am I
terrible
ever
in
gonna come
eyes.
off test though? Stupid.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Even still, it's like that's so asinine to me because we know the side effect profile of Clomid. It's like, dude, 5 years into that, you're gonna be fucking blind. Like, come on.
Yeah.
True. Yeah. It's insane. I like not to be the guy who's like doctors don't know what they're fucking talking about. I'm a meathead pharmacist. I know what I'm talking about. But it's just ridiculous, man. The amount of being a gym owner, I have a lot of guys will confide in me about stuff, and I'm kind of like the only bodybuilder in my area too. So typically, if they have questions about this stuff, I'm the one they'll ask. There are so many guys. I can probably think of 10 to 20 guys in my small area who are all under the age of 20 to 25, and all of their test levels are under 200. And I don't know of one
That's-
doctor that will prescribe them.
Yep.
That's
That's
fucking
that's
nuts.
why I said what I said. I've been running into that around my area like a lot. Kind of same situation as you, small town. Everyone knows I bodybuild and know about, that kind of stuff, so they'll come to me with questions. A lot of these younger guys, man, their labs are between, their test is between like 2 and 500 on the higher end that I'm seeing. Like that's the best I've seen on, from natural testosterone. So I'm like that's crazy for somebody that's under 30 years old,
Bro,
Yeah,
I have a really close friend that's been telling me for years his test levels are like 350, but he will not jump on testosterone. He's like, nah. I'm like, bro, you don't even know the quality of life increase you
Yeah.
have.
Yeah. 100%.
Yeah,
Man.
like it's got to be something in the food, man. And I think a part of it too is just people being fatter tends to lead to them having higher estrogen and lower testosterone. Like for me, I was always the fat kid growing up. First time I got my test levels checked, they were like 180. So I've been on
That's-
TRT since like 19 or 20.
That's abysmal.
Yeah.
Fuck.
Yeah, and then I wondered why all of my friends could do a quarter of the work in the gym as me and get twice the results.
Yeah.
Hey, that's how I
Dude,
feel now being on gear. What the fuck?
Dude, Sean, you just gotta let that trend rip a little more, dude. That's all. It is.
Bro.
Dude, 100
Hey,
megs
you
a
guys
day,
think
bro. Let it
trends like
rip.
legitly like stronger at building muscle?
You say what?
So yes and no. Yes and no. If Tren is stronger at building muscle than any other anabolic, yes and no.
Just can't
Yes,
tolerate it.
yes, it is, but no because you can't tolerate it. And like,
Like
even
if you
if
could tolerate it beautifully,
yeah.
I think that it is like definitely because some people are like, no, they're all the same. I'm like, bro, like
No, that's horseshit.
No.
Trend is
No.
fucking stronger, bro.
Yeah,
Like,
trend
and
is
not
like having
necessarily
two
me, but-
amplifiers strapped to your ears at all times, all day. Just
I've seen other people that I know that are just gym bros, and they're the types of people, and this blows my mind, but they're like they'll only run trend cycles. It's like
Oh god.
they'll just do back to back, and they're just like gritting through side effects. But bro,
Ugh.
like they get results, and I'm like, I mean,
I
I have
don't know.
no-
man. That's
nothing to judge against if they didn't use trend, but
Yeah, I think it is like so. There's a reason. Obviously, not all compounds are the same strength because, like right now, for my cycle design, for example, 1,000 tests, 600 EQ, 350 MPP. There's a reason that those are dosed differently. There's a reason I'm not just doing like 750, 750, 750. There's a reason for that because if I were to do 1,000 MPP or 750 MPP, holy fuck the side effects, and
I've
also it
done
would just be
that.
unnecessary. It would just be unnecessary for me right now too. But with we want to typically have test as our highest by I would say at least half. Like if I'm doing a 2 gram cycle, I want my test at least at a gram minimum, and
You know what's
then
funny? I've never. I'm, I must be late to the party, bro. But I think it's because I'm just smaller that I've always been like, oh, keep my test run like 5, 6, maybe 750, and then I'll match it with like Primo or Mast or I've
Dude,
done EQ at 1 to 1
you're
multiple
the
times.
person that should be ripping 2 grams a test.
I'm
dude,
I'm right now ripping a gram a test and 400 EQ. We just
Yeah.
sprinkled the trend last night.
The
But
bigger
that's the
guys that are
one.
fluffier and softer like me, we probably need to keep the tests a little lower. But you can
I
rip
don't know,
that
man.
shit, dude.
I don't know because I think as long as you keep your estrogen in check, I don't think test is going to make you super watery. That's the thing.
Yeah.
Hey, do you aromatize a lot, Madison?
It's really not too bad to be honest. Like, but I'll start holding water like probably when my estrogen is in like the 40s. I get pretty watery
Yeah,
already from that, and some people can run theirs in like the 80s and they're fine. But I've noticed like I got to keep mine in like the 20s and I'm good.
Even
Bro,
with like even with
I've
a
had my
gram of
E.
test,
Say that again.
even with a gram of test, you need your estrogen in like the 40s. Or
Uh, we're gonna find
yeah,
out
like
because
that
I'm.
much.
This is the first time I'm gonna actually consistently stay on a gram. So I've taken it up there. Like I was telling Anson before, took it up there for like 2 weeks before, and then it felt like it was too much, so I brought it back. But now I'm on. It's 1050 test, 700 EQ at the moment.
Yeah,
So,
that's good.
yeah.
Hey, the difference between 750 and 1,000 for me has been like extremely
Night and day.
noticeable.
Night and day, man. I like this is the most bro sciencey shit ever, but I'm telling you something about a gram, and it really is a sweet spot. It really is. I think, which Trent is awesome and everything, but I legit think if you put someone on a gram of test, 8 to 10 IU's of growth, if they can handle it, they're gonna grow. No matter, there's no person on planet Earth who, if their training is right and their diet's right, they're not gonna grow off of that.
We
Yeah.
can handle that shit, bro. It's unfortunate Joe can't, but I've done over 16 for a long period.
Yeah, I'm doing 10, and I feel pretty good, all things considered.
That's good.
I did 16 when I was sleep apnea ridden, and I was
That's
just
a lot.
falling asleep
Well,
everywhere.
I'm always that way. I've had a football neck since 18, so.
Bro, you got to get that CPAP dialed into where you're not like uncomfortable.
Dude, I'm trying so hard to wear it. I just can't do it. Last night, I sat in bed for an hour. I threw that shit across the room. It was so maddening.
Do you still have?
Have you-
You've got the nasal pillows, right?
My
Or you-
nose is so stopped up, man.
Yeah, dude. That's see, that's the one thing. If you got like any congestion with that thing, dude, it's like almost like claustrophobic
Yeah.
because you're fighting trying to breathe. It's terrible, dude.
Yeah.
I go to bed pretty congested every night. Dude, I have a husky, and I'm allergic to her.
Yeah.
And even though I take like Allegra or whatever, but when I can fall asleep, like I don't know if it's a thing for me institutionalized doing a lot of time, but like, dude, I could fall asleep like that any circumstance. So I'll fall asleep breathing through one nostril with the nasal pillows. I'll wake up 3 hours later to piss, and my airways are like super clear. Like it clears them out just by forcing the air in there. I think.
Okay.
Yeah.
That could be something to try.
But fuck, I wish you could experience it, bro. It's so beautiful, you know.
I'm gonna honestly. I've been getting away from buying the nasal pillow just because it's like $80, and it's like that's like it's like a week of growth hormone or something, or 2 weeks of growth hormone.
Yeah. But it pays so much more dividends, bro.
I know. I need to get it, and if I can figure out a way to keep my sinuses clear, then I'll do that. But I actually have 2 dogs, and I'm allergic to them as well, so that's a big part of it. So
It's a shame. I
It's
fucking
just
love my
rough.
husky, bro, but
I've always had dogs. I've always been allergic. It's just like it's worth it to me, and I can slam 4 Benadryls to the dome, and it won't affect me one bit. It won't make me sleepy. It won't affect my allergies. Nothing.
I've
Sounds
tried
like
that
crap.
for sleep too, dude. The Benadryl, that shit does not work for me.
me either.
Somebody
Not at
suggested that while you're on trend actually, and I was like, all right, let's let this rip. Didn't budge. Tried it off of it too. Doesn't same. It doesn't do anything for sleep.
Freezing up a bit. Oh, there we go.
Is he cutting out still?
Yeah, he was freezing up a bit.
And I feel
We're
like
good now,
I'm
though, I think.
lagging some the whole time. I feel like I'm a little delayed.
I hope when we play this after you edit it, like because it was recorded, so hopefully good. Will it cut out like that?
It should
Who
be
knows?
fine.
Because sometimes Beatty will talk about that on his show, and it's like you're watching it back, and you're like, oh, there's no issues.
Yeah.
Interesting. I hope so.
Yeah, we'll see.
I feel
But
like on my
apparently-
end, it's not seeming like it's lagging, but then when I talk, I can tell by y'all's response that I'm a little delayed. I'm like,
Yeah.
See,
okay,
it's
I'm
happening
behind.
again.
Yeah.
Damn.
Working
And it doesn't
progress.
happen when Anson's not here, bro.
Yeah, we've had this happen on my show too. It's no big deal.
Fuck. Whatever.
Yeah, just put you a little timestamp and edit it if you want, but if not, then people can just see the gritty behind the scenes details. They don't care.
So I was telling Madison earlier that so I threw in like the only righteous thing to do when you find out you don't have proteinuria is to add trend to your cycle, right? Fucking come on, you know. So I was like, I'm gonna try an anthate this time because I have some anthate sitting here.
Okay.
I just use a 30 ml sterile vial, throw all my oils in there for
Yeah.
like 2 weeks at a time. And I didn't pin at all this week because I was like pending this kidney shit. I was like, I don't want to just keep taking a gram of test, right?
Yeah.
So found out we're good. Mix up the trend in there. I did probably like 4 days worth of shots. So like over 500 tests, you know, however much trend. I only put 150 per week, but dude, I couldn't sleep like all night, so I'm pretty sure that. Well, I don't think that an anthate's an anthate. I think it's fucking ace, dude.
Dude, you were
Well,
like,
here's the thing,
I
man.
lost 4 days here. Let's make up for that real quick right now.
Yeah. The thing is, man, so esters definitely have different peak, like they'll have a different time release, right? Like cypionate's like what 4 to 6, and anthate's a little shorter. Prop is like 1 to 2, something like that, right? But if you do, the reason we do daily shots typically for side effect reduction is because they're going to get a peak 24 hours later. You inject something regardless, so it could still be an anthate. You're just getting that spike of trend. For me, I can take as low as 100 milligrams a week, or hell, I think I even did 50 milligrams a week, and I can't sleep on that shit. I just can't do it.
I generally can, especially if it's like in a calorie surplus situation where I'm already sleeping good. Like it will make me sleep better, and I'm not kidding. I don't know why.
I wonder if you guys get the same thing. So at the start of a prep, let's say from like 20 weeks out to 10 weeks out, sleep is perfect. But like peak off season and 10 weeks out from a show, 8 weeks out from a show, something like that, sleep is terrible. So it's like I have this one Goldilocks period of every other year where my sleep isn't shit.
Yeah, I'm right there with you.
Say, yeah.
It's like food's in a perfect spot. It's not too high.
Yeah, well, not
too
even
low.
food. It's not even a food thing. It's just like an inflammation and a water retention thing for me.
Yeah, that too. That's actually, honestly, I'm saying food. That's probably the main thing. Like you get all that excess water off, and then you just feel like you can sleep better. Your recovery even feels better. Everything is way better in that little phase that you're.
And
talking
in a cruise, I'll get that too. But I typically only do like a 6-week cruise, so I'll get maybe the last 2 weeks of that is going to be where I actually feel like the inflammation is down and everything. Like because 6 weeks is enough for my blood mark to get pretty much perfect, right? But I don't really get to enjoy that good sleep for too long. So
Yeah. Yeah, then you're right back to it. Right back to the grind, baby.
Yeah. I don't know, man. Honestly, I wouldn't even mind doing a 4-week cruise. To be honest with you, I fucking hate cruising, but I love 4 weeks. 4 weeks is perfect. Like, because you get to a point of blast and you're like, man, I'm kind of ready to take a break. Like,
How long
I
are your
feel like
cycles typically?
well, this is about to be my longest off-season cycle ever. My last cycle before I took a cruise, was like 40 plus weeks because it was contest prep, 16-week rebound. So
I did the same shit.
That's how
For 8
last
months.
that was last year
That was
for me, man.
and that was my first ever rebound with anabolics, by the way, because my first rebound I did like 100 milligrams of test.
So gay.
Yep, 100% right there. That's how I feel about it. Looking back, just the dumbest shit I could have possibly done. I don't know why he had me do that.
Hey, one of my really good friends here. I got 2 friends that are like pretty high level amateur competitors for men's physique, and one of them's coach lets him rebound, right? The other one's like, and he's coached by like a very prestigious, like high end men's physique coach. I'm not going to name drop anybody, but always has him do a health phase immediately post show. and homeboy will hold his condition for like 8 weeks, like just starving
Yeah.
on low hormones, and then hit his off season. But I'm like, damn.
Yeah.
dude.
And I get the thought process behind it, right? Because it's like you've been blasting for a long time. You want to come back and get health markers restored, and you don't want to have to go up into a cycle and then come down and get soft in a cruise. But here's the thing, man: if you just don't eat like an asshole, you're not going to get softer in a cruise. It's as simple as that.
Yeah,
Shout out Reddit.
That too, yes, that's been huge for me, man. Tide has legitimately changed my life, and I want to believe that a lot of that is within me as a person too, just maturing. But I know a big chunk of that is also Tide for sure.
It's a wonder drug, bro.
I believe
Absolutely love it.
dude.
If you told me I could only have Retta or GH for the rest of my career, I would take Retta.
If you said for the rest of my life, I would say Retta. If you said for the rest of my bodybuilding career, I would say GH.
I don't have ambitions to be a pro, nor do I think I ever will be, so I'll take Retta.
I agree with
GH
Anson.
is really fun though, man.
I agree with
super
Anson,
fun.
dude. Yeah,
It is sick.
Yeah.
It is sick.
And
The
like
first time I
honestly,
ever did it, I gained like 10 pounds in a week on 8 IUs with the good shit, the Metatropes.
yeah, I remember those, man. The provider or whatever. Yeah.
That's all I get now, dude. I've done the Chinese shit. It's really cheap. It works. Madison knows. We've even sent off a sample from one of our sources to get tested by Janoschik, and it was legit. Rather unfavorable purity level, about 95%, but the
Yeah.
provider shit is always 98 plus, bro.
yeah.
Well, I think Janoschik said it was either 96 or 97. He says anything, I think it was 96. I think he said anything at 96 or above is excellent, is what he said.
Yeah, anything over 91 is pharma. That's wild.
That is insane. I didn't know that.
Yeah,
Dude,
pharma's standards are lower,
I'll
dude. It's
show you.
crazy.
I actually think you're more likely to get fake counterfeit pharmaceutical than you are to get fake generic growth nowadays.
100%.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Someone was just telling me that. They were talking about the Genopens from Turkey. I was like, yeah, that's probably Chinese shit.
Dude, especially like
100%. Or
Increlex. You
water.
come across some Increlex, good luck finding some real Increlex.
Yeah.
His coach is taking that right now.
Yeah,
I know,
Intralex
dude.
and folastatin.
Oh, dude.
Well, hey,
Maybe.
I need to see what happens with this, dude. As a former SARM goblin, I'm so intrigued.
Yeah, I've done folastatin before. I'm sure it was fucking bacteriostatic water.
We've all done YK.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah. YK. Low key though, YK is kind of good actually. I'm not even gonna lie. The injectable at least.
I haven't tried
I've
the
never done it. I'm
injectable
definitely
yet.
gonna try it.
I would love to try that. See what's going on with that.
It feels like if Trin and Winnie had a baby.
Okay.
That's the only way I can describe it.
I was gonna say that
Can you
the
sleep?
oral feels like Winstraw or like Anavar or something like that to me, kind of.
Yeah, but that shit's
Yeah.
like 10% bioavailable oral. That's the thing.
Yeah.
Hey, do you guys have the problem with YK specifically where it makes you like really flat?
I don't know.
I haven't ran
I'm not
enough
using
of a
it
dose
forever.
to honestly say anything. And when I first used it, that was the first compound I ever touched. Like was YK11.
So I don't know
I don't know.
if it did or not. Because when I was running YK, I was also running a shit ton of mint. So I think it was impossible for me to be flat.
Probably.
That's the
Yeah,
thing.
dude, you can't.
I was
go
doing
flat
like
on that.
I was doing like 400 mint, 400 tests, and like 100 YK or 200 YK, something like that.
Crazy cycle. 400
Dude,
men.
I'm
Yes, dude.
petrified of mint after this guy that me and
I
Sean
was.
know, dude. What's his name?
After he did what?
Who did men?
What's his name that had the heart problem, man?
Oh, for men.
Reed.
Really?
Reed, dude.
I don't wanna
Not for
put him
mint
out there like that,
specifically,
but
but he
yeah.
was running like a crazy mint cycle with like 200
For hella long.
clen
Okay, so
alongside of that.
It wasn't 400. It was like I was doing a CC a day, so that stuff's only like 20 megs a CC. So it was
Really?
yeah. What is that like? The kind I was using, it was amino asylum. It was like
140.
20. Yeah, something like that. So I was only doing. I might have been doing 2 CCs a day. I don't think I was though. So it was 140 to 280 at most.
Got you.
Hey, Madison, finish telling me what you were saying though. That's
Yeah,
that's a
you
good
cut out.
story.
Good.
Oh shit. So he was so Reed was running, I can't remember what exactly he was doing dosing wise, but I know he was like infatuated with pushing this mint cycle. Everyone was telling him, bro, that's like a little crazy, but all right, that's cool. So he was fixated on, pushing this mint cycle, and then he was also tapering up Clen and saying that he couldn't feel it. He kept saying, I don't feel it, and he was using
like 200 miles.
the liquid Clen, like the little drippers, and taking this shit pre-workout with ephedrine and all kinds of other shit, and ended up having What ended up happening to his heart?
He ended up having some kind of heart issue. I don't want to say what because I don't know, but what he says is that he had what's that? He had pneumonia,
Yeah.
and he ended up having a heart attack or some shit while he was sick with pneumonia, and his heart was compromised. So, like
Wow.
He had like an
a
open
group chat
heart
will
surgery
do.
this past year and all that.
We speculated.
Yeah, so that just thinking out loud here, I would assume that's not from the mint. I would assume that's from taking a fuck ton of Clen.
Yeah, that's what
right.
That's what we kept saying. We were like, dude, I think you're good on the Clen. Like you're at like 160 mics. Like that's a lot, bro. You're okay. Like don't keep pushing it. And he was like, I
for a
don't
long
feel
time
it.
too.
And he just kept
For a
saying
long
he
time.
didn't feel it and wanted to keep pushing it up on his.
Hey, Anson, I was in the group. Our old coach had a group chat for all the guys, so we'd all just talk shit all the time. And I was in there for probably 8 months before this issue happened, and he was on that ment cycle the entire time. He got a bunch of it mailed to him by mistake from a source, and he was just running it, bro.
Letting her rip.
He's all, I don't get no estrogen issues. I'm good.
Yeah, because
That's wild.
the reason I was doing it is basically that was at a time where I only really wanted to do like gray market stuff and then like some TRT. So it was convenient for that because it was very powerful in this gray market. Stuff works. It works, but it's a fucking side effect bomb. Let me tell you that. I was having to chug letrozole. Which,
Hey, I will take it one day. I promise you.
I just don't know.
saying no.
Honestly, I just don't think it's. It's okay, but honestly, MPP is just as good, if not better, in my eyes.
Yeah, he
With
loves
less
MPP
effects.
right now.
Dude, I
Yeah,
get
MPP
so
is the shit,
strong
man.
on that. I just can't tolerate it, man. I get so fucking strong on MPP though.
I've done up to 700 milligrams of it, and I like it, but I was just a mess at that point with what I was doing in general. Like that cycle would be a whole lot more effective today, but dude, I will say it turns me into a little fucking shy weirdo that's scared to take a gym selfie.
Dude,
You know,
And,
I
it
get
does
the
the opposite
weirdest
of me.
anxious feeling on the MPP to the point like everything feels like it's a task. Like if a client texts me, I almost get overwhelmed. I'm like, oh shit, so and so just texted me. They sent me their check-in. I got to get on this like right now. What do I do? Like, all right, and then oh man, somebody else just texted me too. I get anxiety looking at my phone when I'm on MPP, so I had to like cut it out.
That's
I'm like,
weird.
I'm unproductive on this shit.
Have you ever gotten your estrogen checked though on that MPP dose?
Dude, I knew it was high for sure. It had to be. 'Cause
I think that has a lot to
immediately
do with it,
threw in
man.
some eczema stain because I 12.5 on Monday and Fridays when I had put the
Yeah.
MPP in because it immediately like I noticed, especially in my nipple areas, I noticed
yeah,
some estrogen.
that was my first gyno exposure was MPP.
So
Yeah.
two things. I think if you have your test high enough to where you're not getting an overlap of DHN to where it's overpowering your DHT or fighting for it, where you should, with a gram of test and 300 MPP, 350, you're going to have so much DHT. The DHN is not going to be able to fight it off the receptor, right? So I think that's where you get a lot of side effects is where that DHN tries to take over, but it can't. And then also obviously estrogen, right? So me, for example, doing 1,000 milligrams test, I've got the DHT covered, 600 EQ, I've got the estrogen covered, 350 MPP. I feel fucking great. I actually feel less anxious right now on APP. I was feeling a little anxious when I was just doing a gram of test of 600 MP, or 600 EQ. We add in because my estrogen was probably too low at that point.
Yeah.
We add in the MPP, man, and I feel like $1,000,000. I feel more confident. I feel less anxious. I feel happier, more like less short with people. Like how Masteron kind of like makes you feel like an asshole. MPP does the opposite of me.
I've had it work like that for me too, to be honest. I've done it so many times. I've had every experience, but the common theme is when I stay I would do it for like 16 weeks straight, like just test an MPP. Like that was the like 1-to-1. I'd always end up in a weird place, but I honestly didn't mind it that much. I would way rather be on that than Trent. I'll tell you that, even though.
Dude,
Yeah. Well, what do you think about guys combining test trend and MPP or Nandrolone?
I've never
That's
done
a old school. That's an old school thing you used to hear about.
it. Like
yeah.
strong as fuck.
I heard like
Probably.
Lavroni would be doing shit like that, like Deca and Trend together and shit like that.
Oh.
I think a part of it was just what they had access to back then.
Yeah.
Because like in the early 2000s, you're only getting Phenaplex and then whatever you can get over the border, right? So it's going to be like your Sustanon and your Organon Deca, I think.
Dude, I honestly, that's
dude,
probably my favorite, most tolerable like compound is like as far as like the more extreme of the injectables is Tren. Like I tolerate it well, man. To be honest with you, I want to see what I do in an off season. It's always in a contest prep, but I want to see like I would love to use it in an off season. I know it's frowned upon, but I feel like, dude.
What are you talking about, Tren?
Yeah, about the Tren. Because I always put it in contest prep. I tolerate it really well. I respond to it really well. I don't have any like crazy sides. Sleep might take a little bit of a dive towards like the end, but it's always in prep. So I'm like, that could almost be just diet related.
I'll say this about it. For your particular situation, I actually think it wouldn't be a terrible idea. Because like you were talking about, earlier, the goal is to kind of recomp into 300, right? Tren would definitely do that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It definitely would.
Can you handle it? He can handle it.
Yeah.
He can handle it.
And it wouldn't.
Boy can handle
it. It wouldn't necessarily take a lot, though, man. I mean, honestly, as little as 10 milligrams a day would probably help with that.
Hey, we just talked about that. We ain't fucking with that protocol no more.
Yeah. Why's that?
I think Anson or Madison, you tell him.
I mean, no specific reason. I just think it was like bundled up and sold as like this is the way. Like it was like almost a way of like these coaches that were like saying they never use Tren to like, well, we don't use Tren, but we're gonna use 10 mgs a day, and it's safe. You can use it. And then I'm like, all right, if we're gonna use Tren, let's let her rip. Like, why not?
No, that's fair. I'm saying all I'm saying is it is so strong you can get away.
Yeah, you're 100%. You're 100% right. Like,
bro.
If you weren't like,
you'll never catch me doing that little. I'll say that you'll never catch me doing that little, but it would work. Is all I'm saying.
And he was just trying to make sure you're safe, Madison. You know.
Yeah. Dude,
be cool, bro. 10 mgs a day for you.
10 mgs, honestly, 200 tests, 100 masks, and 10 mgs of Tren.
Okay. No, 1,000 masks. That's the real safe way.
Oh yeah, wait, 1,000 mgs of Tren.
I've legit done close to that cycle, and it was relatively successful, but it was because I had started growth hormone for the first time.
Okay, that makes sense.
I did 400 tests a gram of mask for like 5 months.
I used to think it was productive when I was fat because it would have me so flattened out that I looked a little better.
Yeah.
Because I was flat. I was so fat and flat. I was like, it's working. But then once I actually put muscle on, I realized if you fill your tissue out, you look way better.
Oh, way better. Yeah. It's crazy how much fullness. And like, honestly, you could take somebody who is at 10% body fat, hypothetically, because, we're not actually getting scans, we're eyeballing it. You could take someone who's hypothetically 10% body fat, somebody who's hypothetically like 6'7". If they're flat as fuck at 6'7", and that person at 10 is bursting full, they have decent body fat distribution, like they're not just holding it all in their fucking glutes or something. The person at 10% is probably going to actually look maybe even a little bit leaner.
Yeah. I would agree.
The muscle pushing against the skin.
Yeah, as long as they're not like super spilled over. We're talking about like full but done correct, not spilt.
Like Andrew Jacked, man. That's what he does.
Yeah. Yeah.
Hey, another reason about why I was just fucking around with the 10, not saying we're not fucking with that anymore, but I think the reason though we came to the conclusion is like, if we're going to do it, like we'll suffer the side effects regardless, because for me at 10 milligrams a day, I still get some sides. So I'd rather suffer all of them and then really just like have it fucking shine.
So that is why I would recommend somebody at 70 to 140 a week, is if they can do that and not get side effects. If you're gonna get side effects at 10 milligrams a day, do fucking 500 a week for all I care. Right?
I've gotten side effects at 5 a day.
Oh really? Yeah, no, that's just not for you then. That's not for you at all.
But here's the thing, right? Like, actually, it was just like the irritation. Like, I'll get that regardless. I'll be short with people, but like, it doesn't really affect my sleep regardless. I don't get the sweats, so I'm pretty well off with Tren in general, any context. But yeah, I get pissed off at my coworkers. They're fucking retards sometimes.
That's how I feel about gym members, dude.
And I'm like, motherfucker.
Bro, that's how I feel about my gym members when I'm on train. It's like, dude, you guys can really just not put your weights back on the fucking rack, and you have to leave six bands in the walkway and leave trash on the floor. Like, oh my god,
Hey, you interpret everything as disrespect on Tren.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, the thing is, though, yeah, I'm not on trend right now. I'm still starting to feel that way because people are starting to get out of hand with this shit, man. I swear. There's something about when you have 4 different trash cans within a four, like a small area, right? How the fuck are you going to put a piece of trash right beside the trash can? What's up with
That's
that?
fucking. That's just
That is,
line.
that is disrespect, straight up.
Yeah,
Dude.
that seems intentional.
Have you
It's
had a
probably
ton
someone
of
just
new
trying to
members
shoot in
this
there,
month?
They miss.
Yeah, well, I mean, so like how the gym business goes, at least in our area now, is there's not a New Year's crowd. There's a December to March crowd.
Got you. Everyone's like, all right, the New Year's is coming around. Or the summer's coming around. Let's freaking get ready for that kind of thing.
Yeah, it's.
I wish I could get huge that quick. What the fuck?
Yeah.
Well, trust me, none of these people are getting huge. That's for sure. Like,
I don't want to get that huge. I'm not trying, bro. All right.
oh god,
I don't want to be
I
too
want to get that big
muscular, dude.
accidentally.
I've not had that happen in a while, but I remember the last time someone said that to me, I about flipped out on them. I was like, look, you don't understand, brother. You can't even track your macros. You're telling me you're going to be able to eat enough food to get big? What are we talking about?
Yeah.
Like you can't get up an extra 10 minutes and do a fast and walk around your neighborhood and you think you can get shredded, like stuff like that. It's crazy how easy people think this shit.
Or somebody says they
I
eat a
thought it
ton
was
of
that
food,
easy.
and then you're like, what do you eat? And it's like 2,200
Oh
calories.
yeah. Yeah, I just had this conversation with a kid the other day. He was like, "Yeah, I eat a lot of food. I eat like a large pizza every night." And I'm like, "Okay, that's about 1,000 calories, maybe, if it's the place that I think it is. What else are you eating? Like a sandwich for lunch, and maybe like some
Or mom
eggs for
made 'em.
breakfast." And I'm like, "Yeah, bro, you're getting about 2,500 calories a day, and you're 6'7", so."
Dude, I just had
People are
somebody.
crazy,
He freaking sent me. I hadn't sent him a meal plan or anything, but he got on board with me and got him to like order labs and stuff. So he wanted to send me his prep for what he's deemed was healthy, like what he thinks is healthy. He made some meal prep. He drives trucks and stuff. No knock to him, Chris. If you hear this, dude, I love you, man. But it's all good. But he made pasta with freaking beef, like pasta noodles and then beef, and prepped it in each bowl. Then he put fat-free cheese on it. Here's the kicker, though. He put Alfredo sauce on top of everything.
Oh,
I was like, bro, you were
Chris.
doing so good, and then you put fucking 700 grams of fat on everything. But
Why'd you put a jar of mayonnaise on your pasta, bro?
I'll make them feel good real quick. So this is a in-person personal training client, so it's a bit different. It's not like a bodybuilding client or anything. But I remember back when I was first getting into personal training, I had this girl that wanted to lose. I think she wanted to lose like 50 or 60 pounds, but she was a shorter gal, so it was a lot of weight. And she was doing chicken, whitefish, green beans, lettuce, like bikini girl stuff to get lean. And she just wasn't losing weight. I was like, all right, what's going on? Are you using any sauces? No. Okay, are you using any sugary seasonings? No. Okay, well, are you drinking anything? Like, what's going on? She's like, yeah, well, I go to Starbucks every morning. I'm like, what do you get at Starbucks? And she listed it out. Bro, I shit you not, it was 2,800 calories in that Starbucks drink.
God.
It's like 6 pumps of this, 2 pumps of that, extra large size. Like, oh my god, dude, what are you doing?
It's
I've
like a
gotten a
coffee
pump
with like
of
70
vanilla
grams
one
of
time.
fat in it, too.
Yes, dude. A bunch of creamer, yeah. It was insane.
Dude, I got first time I attempted to prep, I went to Starbucks. I'd go every morning and just get like black coffee or whatever. And my wife always does like the sugar-free vanilla syrup in her shit. So
Yeah.
I was like, yeah, can I get vanilla syrup and like a splash of, almond milk? They're like, yeah. Bro, I didn't know it was like full sugar. And I was drinking. I was like, damn, this shit's hella fire, bro. What the fuck? And then come to find out, I'm like, oh, there's like 100 grams of syrup in my shit. Oh, fuck.
Yeah.
That'll make it
Man,
good.
I'm too neurotic for that shit. If I go to Starbucks and get a black coffee, I'm assuming there's extra calories in that shit. I don't trust it.
Oh, yeah. 100%.
I'm making my own.
Dude, you hate when
I gotta-
I go and order a Diet Coke somewhere and I'm sipping it, and I'm like, dude, I don't know if this is I'm not sure, man. This is tasting a little sweet.
Yep. I literally will not order a diet drink anywhere just because I've had that happen so many times.
And you feel like they're just like, oh, you don't fuck it. What, a diet drink? Who cares? Like, but dude,
Yeah.
you could be diabetic or something, man. They don't know.
Yeah, and now with like the CGM, or sorry, that's the wrong arm. Now with the CGM, I put it on both arms, so I was like, whatever. Now with the CGM, I would be able to actually tell that, so it'd be maybe I could start doing
Be
that.
like, dude, please make sure it's diet. Look, I mean, I gotta make
Yeah.
sure.
I want to use one of those so bad.
Dude,
When I-
dude, go to Joe's Instagram, go to his link tree. Right now, you can go to it's like Rapid RX, and anybody listening
Yeah.
to you can do this. Go to Joe.per. I don't remember his exact Instagram name. Just look up Joe Percher. You can go to his link tree. It's like Rapid RX USA or something. You can get a 2-pack of these things for $68. That's a month's
that's really
supply
good.
of CGM. It's
the
insane.
Libre or whatever.
No, it's the Lingo. They're normally like
Lingo.
$48 or $50 for one. You're getting
Nice.
2 for 68, and there's no
When I
catch.
reverse, when I reverse out of this cut that I'm doing right now, bro, I'm going to do that 100%.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
people shouldn't just be wearing these like in a cut or like a cruise or whatever. But if you're like blasted, you're pushing food, growth, insulin, whatever, it's a super valuable tool.
Yeah.
Yeah, I need to get one, dude. Seriously, especially in this phase right now, just to know, like, hey, it's time to pull back, or things we're not responding right, because I feel like I'm in sensitive waters right now, where it's a slippery slope kind of thing.
Hey, tell us about what you did with your GH last night.
Okay, so dude, I don't think I told you about this, Anson, but I've kind of correlated
Yeah.
the GH dose after the meal before bed. I've correlated that to just wrecking my sleep. So, because every time I've pulled it out this week, I've gotten great sleep that night, and then so I've
Some
moved it.
people do have that problem. I've heard
had
that
it
before.
happen too.
So I moved it
It comes
to
in
the
phases
morning,
for me though.
and I put it at, like, you know how I told you I do my T4, like I'll wake up in the middle of the night and take it. So I
Yeah.
basically did that with my GH, but closer to the morning, like probably like 4 a.m.
That's smart.
And then that way it's kind of still in there in the morning when I get up for fasted cardio and all that good stuff. And
Yeah.
I bumped the dose up to 12 IUs because I was like, all right, if this doesn't cause water retention, then I know it's just the window that I'm putting the GH in that's causing the issue. So I put the
Yeah.
12 IU in and had no like excessive water retention today. So I'm like,
Nice.
maybe it's just plugging it in that, too close to food before I go to bed essentially is causing an issue.
I mean, so some people have that issue, man, where it disrupts sleep. It's something about that influx of maybe like it causing a blood sugar spike is disrupting your sleep or something. But honestly, ideally, if you could, let's say you're planning to sleep for 8 hours a night, if you could ideally wake up 4 hours into sleep, take your GH, and then go back to bed, that's perfect. Like on paper, that's the best way to do it. I just can't do it. Like I feel like I'm gonna forget to do it, or maybe I'm gonna like fucking like be so half asleep I'm gonna miss my tricep or some shit. Like,
Oh, did you go IM?
yeah, dude. By the way, I gotta talk about that. Big fucking difference between IM and sub Q. So before I was on 10, huge difference. Before I was doing 10, I was doing 8 for a while. But apparently I was supposed to be doing it IM, and I didn't know that. So then Joe was like, "Oh shit, you were supposed to be doing
Oh,
this IM."
like
So
that,
we,
yeah.
yeah, so we switched over to IM, and the difference between me going from 8 sub Q to IM felt almost greater than me going from 6 to 8, and then from 8 to 10. It feels like double the dose almost.
You know what it feels like to me? It feels like I can't fucking sleep when I do IM.
Probably because you get such a spike in your IGF that your blood sugar goes super high. Yeah, I believe it.
Horrible. I'll sleep initially for like 2 hours, and then I'm up like every, not kidding, like 15 minutes, tossing and turning.
Dude, you should try it how
So
I've been
cute.
trying
Oh,
it,
my.
Sean. I feel like that's
I'm
very
going to
similar. That's very similar to how I was responding to it, man. Doing it before bed, I'd go to sleep and then I'd wake up, numb hands, tossing around. This way, the hand numbness and just like that carpal tunnel is definitely dissipated a bit too, for sure. I'd say.
I don't suffer from that, and I've been taking 9 IUs, so half a vial of the provider stuff. I've never really I'll get that when like the food and the body fat starts getting like out of hand and I'm watery anyway. It'll be like my outer fingers and outer hands that kind of go numb. If I'm like laying on bed like with my phone, they're gone, bro. Like I can't feel shit. And I've had my middle finger numb for like 8 whole months before.
Oh wow.
I was like, it's gone, bro. And then as soon as prep started, it like all the feeling came back.
To be fair, if I had to pick a finger to lose the feeling in, that one, I guess there's not a ton of function there. So,
Yeah, you could get by
Or
without
was it-
that thing.
Holding a hammer all day, I think I need.
oh yeah.
Bro, I'm constantly dropping like my my cat's paw, which is like a nail puller. I'm always holding both of those, like pulling nails or whatever, and I'll be dropping them off second, third story, having to like be like heads up, like they're like, why do you drop your tools all the time? It's and I don't feel like my hands are numb. I just don't have that dexterity anymore, bro.
Dude,
Bro, I'm getting to the point where I can't. Go ahead.
My right hand is like that, dude. It's like the fine sensitivity is gone. Like if I'm holding something in it, like the remote, my phone, if I'm holding it in my hand for a few minutes, it's almost like I forget it's there, and my hand will just like let it go. I drop shit all the time in this hand, but it's literally like it's so I just can't feel that like a knife in my hand or a pencil or anything like fine like that. It's weird.
I have two times where my hands go numb from growth. When I have my hands up like this on the treadmill, you know, like when I'm doing my steps, and when I try to play guitar. If I go any higher on my growth, I will not be able to play guitar at all.
Really? Dude, I bet you that's such a burden for that.
I was just thinking that.
It isn't. Yeah, it is and it isn't, right? Like, I don't really play as much as I used to anymore. Bodybuilding is kind of like a 24/7, 365 thing, so I don't have a time to, like, practice 10 hours a day like I used to in high school. But, yeah, it's just, I mean, in my mind, it's worth it.
Hey, what kind of music do you like?
Heavy, heavy, heavy fucking metal. You know who Archspire is?
Who?
Archspire.
I don't. What subgenre of metal would that be?
Like tech death, 350 BPM, fucking triple blast beat. Yeah.
Okay, dude, I'm pretty basic. I'm not gonna lie. I'm pretty much just a fan of deathcore.
I like a lot of that too, though. I love deathcore. I love metalcore. As I Lay Dying, one of my favorite bands of all time. Die Hard as Murder, love them too. But I'd say Archspire because I started off as a bass player and then transitioned to lead guitar because it's basically the same thing. Because a lot of lead is essentially arpeggios and scales and modes, and bass you're not playing chords. And I've always fucking hated playing chords on the guitar. So I learned bass from the bassist in Archspire named Jared. I think his name's Jared Smith. So like I learned like playing like tech death, and actually he taught me like Beethoven and shit on the bass, which was kind of cool. So I eventually transitioned that over to guitar. Then I started playing more stuff like because it's so much harder to play that type of shit on guitar than it is bass. So I started playing like Slipknot, Disturbed, As I Lay Dying, Bullet for My Valentine, stuff like that. Killswitch Engage, big time, love them.
Yeah,
Nice.
I love them.
I saw them perform live one time. They're pretty dope.
Yeah, like My Curse is one of my favorite songs to play on the guitar. It's super fun.
Hell yeah.
I listened to that today in the gym.
Killer song.
Hey, but for the record, I don't consider that like super heavy. Like, that's,
Oh no. That's like very very
I'm covering my
integral.
own bases. I don't want you to think I like watered.
Yeah, no.
Like,
Like
I
you're
like,
probably like Kubla Khan, like Diader's Murder.
Have you heard Shadow of Intent?
Yes, Shadow of Intent. That's kind of similar to Archspire. Yeah, very fast.
Okay,
very
I just pulled him up on Spotify. I'm gonna listen to him tomorrow.
Yeah, now Archspire is like it's almost too fast to work out to. That's the problem.
Is it?
Almost,
So
yeah, almost.
A lot of blast
Oh, and
beats.
really interesting thing about Archspire. So typical death metal vocals, right? How they're very, it's very growly, screamy stuff like that. Yeah, so their vocalist Ollie, he does that, but he does it at the same speed as the instruments. So you'll hear that typical fast, like kind of old school death metal style where it's like a lot of tremolo picking very fast. He's essentially rapping in death metal vocals. It's insane.
That's crazy.
That's some
like
talent,
really
dude.
Like speed rapping, like super super fast. It's insane. They're super talented guys. They're actually from Canada.
You guys like Suicide Boys?
Yeah. It's one of the few. Like I'm not a huge. I don't like a lot of newer rap, but I like a lot of older rap. Like I grew up listening to a lot of Eminem, Jay-Z, a little bit of Nas here and there. But like Suicide Boys is one of the very few modern rap bands that I can listen to and actually enjoy.
I feel like I like their like
Instrumentals.
Their beats, their instrumentals more than anything because their samples are crazy, dude. The sampling they do is insane.
Dude, modern rap is just the same hi-hat pattern. I feel like DJ Snake ruined the goddamn rap industry, man.
Yeah.
That same hi-hat pattern, like it's I can't fucking stand it. And the bass is so clipped. It's just I'm not a fan of it. But with Suicide Boys, they have very, very interesting and creative instrumentals. So I can 100% get down.
And they do the
drum.
different voices too, which like they play the different characters. That's dope.
Yeah.
Yeah. Also, I'm a big fan of T Grizzly. He's fucking sick too.
T Grizzly. Where have I heard that name
He's
before?
from Detroit.
He's like a Detroit rapper, isn't he?
I've heard
Like
that.
went to
I've heard
prison
that somewhere.
for like robbing jewelry stores and Rolex stores to like support his college tuition.
Yeah.
No, real shit. And then he made a song when he got out of prison called First Day Out, and it blew up. And he's actually really cool. But
That's great.
I mean, that's more niche stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dude,
let's get back to bodybuilding.
I'm honestly so out of the loop on like the metal and shit, dude. I feel like you guys were talking a foreign language to me. I need to get up on that shit, dude.
Hey, it's a kind of a culty thing. I feel like
It is.
People like
Yeah.
that.
It is for sure. And
Very
it's like there's just nothing else like it. And like I will listen to a lot of different genres. So I don't want to, because I believe music can very much so influence your emotions, right? So when I'm in the gym, I don't want to listen to Bach. I don't want to listen to Beethoven. I don't want to listen to smooth jazz. But if I'm driving down the street and I'm supposed to be going 35, I'm probably listening to like some jazz fusion. But if I'm in the gym, I'm rocking Dieter's Murder. I'm rocking death metal. Like there's a time and a place for every style of music almost.
Dude, I agree. I was trying to go to my recents on Spotify. I was gonna show you. I was listening to Ariana Grande.
You ever listen to Flying Lotus?
Yeah, I feel like I've heard of that. I feel like I've heard of that name before.
If you like jazz and stuff like that, you would probably like him. He's like a more modern producer, but he does he's super talented, dude. He plays all kinds of instrumentals, but then he has like the modern mix on it. He did a collaboration with like Kendrick Lamar, which is like super cool. But it's all just instrumentals. Like none of his music is actually vocals. He just does all like instrumental stuff. So it's like that chill vibe. Like I almost would call it like jazz lounge music.
Yeah, I love like jazz fusion, which all fusion means is that essentially taking elements from another genre and taking it and combining it with jazz. So the type of jazz fusion I like is actually like kind of metal and jazz, but not like the vocal style, just the speed and the kind of technicality of what they're doing on the guitars. They fuse that with some of the elements of jazz. So I love the like if I'm just trying to chill, I'll listen to that all day.
Got you. Nice.
Oh, damn.
Yeah, this is like jazz. I guess if it's considered jazz fusion, it would be like jazz mixed with like some like it's like acoustic guitars and stuff like that, but then almost like a hip hop element to it as well. It's pretty it's pretty dope.
Shit, the name of that was what?
What is it?
The name of that band was what?
Oh, it's called Flying Lotus. I'm pretty sure it's
Flying
just
Lotus.
a single. It's just like one artist by itself. Super talented though, man. He does like all his own stuff, like producing and everything.
Yeah, yeah. You know, super talented guy that a lot of people don't know. Well, I mean, people do know him, but a lot of people don't know how multi-instrumentalist he was Prince. Prince could do anything. Prince could play literally every instrument. He could play guitar, he could play bass, he could play piano, he could play the drums. And I'm talking at like at a level to where he could easily learn those type of super technical songs that we're talking about.
That's just a God-given, dude. It's just God-given, man. That's insane. Like,
yeah.
And it probably took him no time whatsoever to learn half of those things. Like, his ear just translated to each instrument pretty well. Where you just
we call that nowadays autism.
Yeah,
right.
Literally.
People just have to put a fucking label on everything, man. I can't stand it.
I love using that one though. That's fucking hilarious.
I was technically diagnosed with Asperger's back when it wasn't like cool to be diagnosed, and I never told anybody that. I never told anybody that for like 20 fucking years, and it's like because I didn't want to have a fucking label on me.
No,
it's like, who
now
the fuck
people
cares?
just say it because it's like a trend.
Yeah, so which I think Asperger's isn't even a thing anymore. I legitimately think it like they call it something else now. I don't even know.
I think they've combined it with like a greater, under a greater umbrella, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like, dude, come on. And I think it's like they even like include like ADHD in the spectrum of autism. Like, what the fuck are we doing? Like, it's a specific class. It has its own designation. Why are we lumping these two things together? It's like you're going to tell me the dude who can't focus in math class is in the same spectrum as the dude who literally has to wear headphones all day and blinders on because otherwise he's going to freak out like crazy. Like, no, they're not the same thing.
There's a fitness reel like I've been seeing going around, and it's like did you realize that wearing comfy clothes, headphones all the time, and eating the same food on a regular basis is like 3 main signs of autism?
That's me.
And I'm like, oh shit. Yeah, it's funny. I keep seeing that in like the fitness space going around.
Bro, I just wear the same 7 Evo Gen stringers every time I go to the gym, unless it's leg day.
Dude, I
They make
started
the
realizing I wear the same shirts a lot, bro. I didn't realize, so I started filming my training. I'm like, damn, I
Yeah.
actually really like wearing the same shit like every day to the
Bro, if you
gym.
guys ever want to feel fucking huge, get an Evo Gen stringer. They're like so tiny, bro.
Bro, okay, so have you guys worn Gasp and Better Bodies before?
I have not.
I've
to be
never.
honest.
I'm not big enough to fucking fill out a gas.
I swear to fucking God, Better Bodies has to be undersized compared to Gas because this is a Better Bodies tank. It's a 2X and I can't fucking take it off at night. And yet I have some Gas 2X and I can take them off no problem. I think
just made.
yeah,
for,
man,
like,
Gas
300
was
pound
awesome.
I gotta
for
get some
big
gas,
guys,
dude. They actually make shit for the big guys, man. Everything else,
Gas
I
is
feel like
awesome,
it's just
dude.
so small.
I have multiple pairs of Gas pants that I can't wear anymore because I've outgrown them in shirts and tank tops and stuff. But I've had them since I got into bodybuilding. Like my first year being into this, I bought them. No holes, no tears, nothing. They're super high quality.
I was gonna say all
Yeah.
their shit looks like heavy, good quality material, like nice and thick t-shirts and everything.
I'll say this, and I know this is probably a hot take in this day and age, but like, because the fucking kids have ruined Young LA,
Yes.
like they ruined Dark Sport. But
Yep.
I have a bunch of their just like they're oversized shirts, and they're like very stretchy, and they just got a
Yeah.
little minimal label. They're hella good quality. I've had them, some of them for years, bro.
Yeah.
You said the Young
Yeah.
LA or Dark Sport or
Yeah,
both?
but they just make such flashy crap now.
Yeah.
Like their
Dude.
brand is kind of ruined, bro. Like when they were just making very basic, like pastel colored, like solid colored shirts, with
So
just the little Young LA fire.
Did either of you guys grow up watching anime at all?
Oh yeah, DBZ.
So, yeah, same here. But I got made fun of that shit for back in the day. So it's weird for me to see all these like collabs with Young LA and Gymshark and stuff where they have like Goku on a shirt, dude. I am a fan of Dragon Ball Z growing up and shit. And I'll still look at that and think it's cringe as fuck. Like, dude, why are you working out in a Goku's gym tank top? Like, what the fuck are we doing?
Yeah.
Like,
No matter
I
how dope
legit-
it was, I couldn't get down. I would look so stupid wearing something like that.
yeah, I just can't do it.
It's funny you say that. That's when I like honestly unfollowed Dark Sport and stopped buying their shit. Because for one, I'm gonna be honest, their fucking clothing, the shirts I've bought, they're like stamped prints on there, and if you put them in the dryer,
Yeah.
they're done. Like shitty ass quality.
Really?
For what they are, $50.
Oh,
when I
God.
saw that, I was like, bro, like, all right, you guys are doing too much.
No, that's ridiculous, man. And even with gas too, like I bought a lot of my new wardrobe because Joe's been getting me huge, right? So I gotta get all new shirts and stuff. I sized up to a lot of like 2X and 3X stuff, and I want to say I pretty much bought an entirely new wardrobe on sale from Gas and Better Bodies for probably $200. I'm talking like probably 7 or 8 different outfits.
Nice.
It's like 4 Dark Sport shirts.
Yeah,
Dude, that's not bad
That's
at
insane.
all, man.
yeah. Wait till they have sales. I want to say most of what I got was either 50%. Some of it was like 70% off.
Nice.
Bro,
yeah,
I
I gotta
really like-
hit them up, dude.
I really like this style shirt, like the raglan.
Dude, I love a raglan. I'm a simp for a fucking raglan, man. I've not found one because I don't like the white on my chest. I want to have the white on my shoulders and arms. I have not found one that is a black base and then a white like on the shoulder and arm. I
You look
find
on
that
Amazon?
I have, and they're all like they're. The problem is though, I don't want 100% cotton. I want like 60-40 poly cotton because that's what most gas stuff is 60-40, and I love
Whatever
it.
this is very thin, and it
That
just
is
kind
for
of
sure.
hangs.
Yeah,
hangs off
that's
my
for sure
shoulders
like
good.
60-40. That's awesome. Yeah.
It's bro, and I look like so big in this thing because it just hangs
I love
so
it.
and it's so thin.
And it separates the chest and the shoulders. I
Yes.
love a raglan, man. I've got a few
Mhm.
gas raglans that I can't wear anymore because I've had them since I was like fucking 22. But I don't think they make them anymore, unfortunately.
Wait, you said you wanted a black and white one?
like a black body, white limb, if that
Like,
makes sense.
Bro, you guys keep talking. Hold up. Not that I'll fit you, but I might be able to fit you on.
you probably do got one, yeah. Yeah, but at the same time, though, I say that, but I don't need to spend any more fucking money on clothes. I got contest prep to be saving up for.
How many weeks out are you now? I saw you post something about it. You were
41.
41, that's right. Okay.
Yeah.
Dude, yeah.
Yeah,
freaking-
I'm at like 41 week out mentality. I'm just treating it like contest prep.
Nice. Dude, I've got a guy that's doing an OCB show, man. I'm freaking
Nice.
I'm stoked for this, dude. He's never competed, and he's wanted to for forever. It's actually my wife's cousin. So he started working
Nice.
with me, And yeah, dude. So I'm stoked to actually like peek somebody for a natty show and see what that's all about. Like,
Yeah.
it's gonna be a challenge because it's just only food really we get to use. So it's like gonna
Yeah.
test my skills out a little bit.
Oh yeah, I remember seeing that.
That's
yeah,
sick.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Hostile
the hostile.
supplements, bro.
yeah.
Nice.
I have a few hostile clothes. Yeah. Back when Sam Sulek was like really starting to pop off with them, I bought all of like the fucking, you know, the ones he like. It was like the teal and pink and the white and black. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah,
I got those tank tops.
nice.
Hey, I'd send that to you, but it's a medium, bro.
Fucking arm will fit
Yeah.
in the torso for that thing.
Yeah, I typically most of my clothes like in terms of tank tops I'll do 2X's because like the arms, back, shoulders aren't really as big a problem. But when it comes to like a regular shirt, not like a oversized or whatever, I think like 3X is typically where I stay.
Yeah, that's where I'm at right now too.
I'm surprised you're not like a 4 or a 5 man just for
Yeah.
the length and everything.
Dude, honestly, some of these threes I've been getting are like tight, and I'm like, fuck, man, what do I do after this? Like, because a lot of companies they don't make
4,
fours and shit. It's just like three.
bro. That's when you got to transition to the Walmart people section. You just go buy whatever the fuck you can.
If you go
I'm
to,
not
like,
shitting you, dude. A lot
regular-
of my t-shirts are from Walmart, bro. No shit. Like, it's funny.
That's what you
as
got to
hell.
do.
Yeah.
If you were to go to like a regular store that sells like, I don't even know what you guys have out there, but what comes to mind over here, and it's I don't know, like Zoomies, like they sell like skating clothing.
That would be like a like a Spencer's or something for us.
Yeah.
Kind of, but they literally just sell
Yeah.
like shoes, skateboards, and clothes.
We've got a little.
So, like
we got
you're
a
not going to be able
Zoomies
to
up
find
here.
over like an XL in there.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and like all the 3X's, I wear nothing but bodybuilding brands. So I have no idea what I would wear in like a regular brand too.
Dude,
Joggers and fucking yeah.
the regular brands
Oversized.
suck, man. I feel like their shit
They
is
do.
so much smaller in size. Like,
I can't
literally.
wear jeans.
It's
I can't
small in the wrong places and it's big in the wrong places.
Yes.
The regular clothes.
Yes, dude. Like,
It's like it's like a dress, but then the arms are just like cutting off your blood circulation.
yeah. And
Hey,
like the
I don't have
3Xs
that
will be
problem.
like 3X wide and then not tall enough in a lot of brands. It's just like a fat person
I'm-
shirt.
Can you guys wear jeans?
Dude, I haven't had a reason to wear jeans for probably 6 years.
I
You're
blow
probably
the crotch
you're
out of
right.
every pair if I wear them to work or something.
Bro,
Oh,
I blow them out
I
left
blow
and
through
right.
all my work clothes. your
So
pants.
if you, because you probably do need pants for your job, right, Sean?
Yeah,
Dude, Wranglers. Those are the only pants that I wear. They're fucking.
I've
amazing.
tried their jeans and they don't fit
I-
around my like.
So
the upper thigh.
not the jeans. They're like the tactical cargo pants.
Yes.
Okay.
I know exactly what you're talking about, dude. Those are
That would
awesome.
probably work. Dude, to be
They're
honest with you,
amazing.
I just get whatever's at Costco. That's like a
They have them at Costco.
nylon like stretchy pant.
Yeah.
Yep.
Because
I bet you it's the same thing, but they just take the name brand off of it. I bet you
Yeah.
it's the same thing.
they got a couple little pockets with zippers, whatever, but they're stretch. And I fuck them up anyway, dude. Like so bad at work. So there's no point in getting like super nice ones.
Yeah. Well, your legs are like crazy, so I can imagine you'd be blowing out some pants for sure.
Yeah, I always like squat down to do something in the fucking crotch. Or whatever.
That's me.
I'll just rock it like that for another week or two. I'm just like, fuck.
Or you get sweaty and then you go to take a long step and then your leg, you just
Oh.
freaking, your like legs are sticking to the pants perfect. It just whoosh, rips right down the seam.
I went to 2 weddings last year and then got married in 2024. And like I wore like the same fit every time except for
Yeah.
my wedding, right? But I have like this fit from Father Sons. I don't know if you guys have seen their shit.
Yeah, they got good shit, man.
Sick, but like, dude, the pants like they fit and they're stretchy, but they're so fucking like tight because
Yeah.
that's how they size all their shit.
Yeah.
It's like, I mean, it looks cool and I look fucking like I have sick legs in the pictures, but
Bro, I don't know what I'm gonna do when I have to go to a wedding or a funeral where they require a tux, because the last time I wore a tux was, I think, yeah. So my grandma passed after my wedding. So my wedding was in 21 or 22. Then my grandma passed shortly after, and I had to buy like a 54 or a 55 tux, and that was the biggest I could find. And they had because obviously the 55, 56, whatever it was, and they had to taper the waist. I don't know what the fuck I'm going to do now because that was like 50 pounds of muscle ago.
Yeah, you're kind of you
screwed
could
up.
probably get a really big jacket. You know,
It's just going to look silly.
Yeah, they make the jackets really big. Then you're gonna have to get like your own like pants and shirt.
Yeah.
Dude, I didn't even think about this. I've got a wedding to go to in May, man. I got a freaking. I'm gonna be like peak fucking 300 plus at
You're
that
be
point.
310 pounds, bro.
You'd be 315,
And
bro.
it's a wedding at St. John's, like the island St. John's. I forgot where it's at, but it's like off the Florida coast somewhere, dude.
Oh, so you might be wearing some like fucking.
You don't need to wear a suit for that. You can probably get away with like some like kind of stretchy but good looking pants and then like a really nice button up. You can probably get away with that.
Yeah, dude, I'd be looking like a beached whale at the if I had a suit on and all that. God, man, that would look atrocious out there,
dude. The thing is, though, it's like once you get past a certain, I think like once you break like 240, 250 lean, it's just like everything like that looks absurd. Because if you look back to the old school Olympia press conferences, like even back when they were a bit smaller, like when like it was really really big to be like 220 on stage or 215 or something like that, they would still look absurd in their suit jackets.
I was gonna say, dude, you remember Marcus Rule in his suit when they had to wear a suit?
Yeah, that's not somebody who was 220 by any means.
Dude,
but I get what you're saying.
I just remember how square and like boxy he looked in that thing. It's just like, bro, like who even made that for you? Like, where'd you even find a suit to put on? Like,
I custom. I think at that point you literally just have to get all your coats custom made.
100%, man. They all look crazy though. You're right, man. It's impossible at a certain size to look good in a suit. Like that's just a smaller guy's attire for sure.
I was just looking through my wedding photos, and my best friend, he married my wife and I. But he'd missed his pro card by one placing in physique in nationals. Up top, he's wide, bro. Like he's a big human. This is him in the fucking suit, looking like. I mean, it's hard to tell. He was pretty wide, though. He was pretty good. Didn't work. But he ain't 250, bro. You know what I mean?
That's crazy. Yeah.
Y'all don't come out with that men's physique.
Yeah.
Shit.
I'm hoping I can break 250 here, man. I got till, that's funny you said May for the wedding. My contest prep will start in May. So I got till May to keep bulking. And I don't know, it's like every time I get near 240, my body just like fights and we have to bump up calories. It jumps down, bump up calories, it jumps down. And I'm a fat ass, so I like to eat, so it's good for that. But at the same time, it's like at a certain point, I'm going to need to break that weight mark.
Yeah, I foresee after your next show, you getting to like 275.
Yeah. Oh, easily. Yeah, I'm gonna have to, I think, because like, it seems like each time. So I did my first show as 170, then the second show was like 195, 197, something like that.
Drastic
I figure.
flows.
Yeah, I figure I'm really hoping to step on stage. I'd like 215, 220. I don't know if that's physically possible, but I've got like 5 months left to bulk. I think we can maybe make it happen. I think probably 210, 215 is probably more.
Would you be happy with 210?
Oh yeah, 100%. And the thing is though, I've never been in true contest shape, so not only am I looking for that bigger benchmark of weight, I'm also looking for that new benchmark of conditions. So the rebound is going to be even more ridiculous, regardless.
Yeah, I missed my mark pretty. I was not as peeled as I could have been. I say I was most peeled I've ever been. When I reached
yes.
rebound.
So what do you think the reason for that was? I'm curious. Like, what was the reason you weren't?
For me. I'll tell you straight up, and it's embarrassing, but I cheated on my diet.
Okay, because that's the fucked up thing for me, man. Both times I was in contest prep, I followed my diet 100%. I shit you not, I did not cheat a gram off plan.
It's harder for some people.
That's what sucks, dude.
Yeah, and that too, but I also just think I don't think I had proper guidance. I think that's a big part of it. Like, I've told stories before of, like, at the 10-week out mark, like, my strength was declining rapidly. And nothing was done about it. Yeah, like that's not normal. You're not supposed to lose 100 pounds on a lift over the course of 2 weeks. That's not normal. Yeah. Like there are things you can do to mitigate that.
I don't want to ever disparage like our prior coach because I got a lot of love for him and he's a really good guy.
Yeah, same here.
But I think personally, and a lot of it's my fault because I did end up cheating on my diet. But what got me to do that was like I didn't get refed for over like 15 weeks, bro.
19.
And I was so flat for like over a month. You know?
19. Both of my contest preps were 22 plus, and I think for the first one I didn't get one for 16 weeks, and then for the second one I did not get one for 19 weeks straight.
No refeed at all.
No, not a single. Now my food
Yeah, that's
just
the recipe for disaster, bro.
yeah, it just literally got lower. And I'm not the type of body that can do that. I don't think.
No,
No.
me neither.
Yeah.
I need it like weekly, bro. My bro. Like I started prep at 205 fat.
Yeah.
I'm 5'8". I was on 3,500 calories up until 7 weeks out, bro. Like
Oh, wow.
the food demand I have is very high for how like small I am.
Like y'all are seeing how my metabolism is cranking right now in the off season.
Yeah.
Like you would assume that in prep is going to do a kind of similar thing. Like it's
Yeah.
not going to be a
Calls out.
linear approach.
That's
And it's
what-
like it just yeah.
That's what's mind blowing when you think about it. Like now knowing how metabolically like in a great spot you are, to know that like 19 weeks of just straight digging. Like, dude, how did somebody not see you needed to refeed? You know, no knock.
And then the fucked
again,
up
no
part-
knock on your coach, but like at that
Yeah,
the coach
and
you were
it's just
working with
it's just
at that
his
point.
approach. It's just his
Yeah.
approach. Like some people have their approaches and it works for some people. It works for doesn't. It's my responsibility as a client that approach doesn't work for me and move on. I gave it 2 shots. It wasn't nailed either time. I moved on. You know, no
Yeah.
hard feelings.
Yeah.
But it just it's tough. It's tough because I did
did you
everything I
use
was supposed to.
thyroid? Sorry to
Yeah.
interrupt. I
Yeah,
gotta
yeah,
get
the
this
whole
out
time.
before I forget. Did you use thyroid in that prep?
Yes.
Mm.
T3
Damn,
and T4.
I feel like I needed it.
Yeah, T3 and T4, man. And then the fucked up thing is too. Here's the thing: the moment we added in my first refeed, food got up, food went up, kept getting leaner, food went up, and by the end, I was at peak week like 5,500 calories on peak week.
Fire.
Man,
Now imagine, and the thing is though, at that point though, it was too. My body was basically my legs were stealing all the resources from the rest
Yes.
of my body for whatever reason, and I could not fill out my legs without spilling my upper body and my glutes. It's like my
Let's
quads
fucking
would
talk
stay.
about that.
Yeah. It's fucked up, and I feel like if we just started that approach a little bit earlier, we wouldn't have had to cram all that food because I didn't need 5,500 calories, but my legs did. It's just like certain aspects. I feel like we started that approach earlier. Let's say, 4 or 5 weeks out, something like that. Because realistically, and another thing too, at the 6-week out mark, I did not get any leaner visually, but the scale dropped 10, 15, 20 pounds.
That's bad.
Yeah.
that's
Flat.
crazy.
Yeah. Yes. Yeah. And
I was gonna say
you gotta get flat. You gotta get flat to not be fat, but to a point.
Yeah,
Yeah, not
to
for
an
months.
extent.
Not for fucking weeks and weeks.
Yeah.
I think I told, I don't remember when, but Madison and I were talking about it, and I took like 6 months off of training legs just to try to elicit more growth out of my upper body.
Yeah.
And for the same reason, sort of, that you were saying about legs, like stealing all the calories to fill out, I believe that when I train legs hard, which I absolutely can train my legs much harder than any of my upper body parts. I don't know why. Like I hit failure in a press or whatever, and it's just like there's nothing left, bro. Like there's nothing I can tap into. It's done.
Mhm.
With legs, I can just keep digging and finding reps, and it shows in my physique, right? Now,
I've noticed that started to happen to me, and in the past it's always been the opposite, but it's starting to feel that way. Yeah,
Fuck
to a
it.
degree.
that's a good problem to have, bro, because
Yeah.
to fill out a t-shirt is great, right? Like I have to tell people like, no, actually I bodybuild, like you should see my legs. You know what I mean? Like but what I was getting at is I think that like legs like on my physique are such a like demanding body part for recovery resources. Like it doesn't let the rest of my body grow.
I think you would be a really good person to do like once every other week, like training.
Oh, it must have been you I was talking about
Yeah,
this,
it was.
'cause
I think so.
yeah, okay. All right, man.
So-
So I thought it was you, but I know
Yeah,
he's
so-
known about it.
Yeah, and
wow.
then the funny thing is too, it's interesting that we both had that response, and it makes sense because your coach was your old coach was a disciple of my old coach. Does that make sense?
Yep.
Lou?
It just
Yeah.
goes to show like some approaches work really great for certain people, and I feel like that approach works really good on the type of guys that you just throw them into a hole and they're going to stay full, they're going to stay around, they're going to stay bubbly, and they're still going to get dry and hard, right? But I don't know. I feel like it just doesn't work for me. But we'll see.
Okay.
We'll see this time on contest prep. We'll see.
Dude, I just watched my homeboy that prepped for nationals and did physique. Like this dude he started. Let's just say this: he started prep at like 8 weeks out, right? And he brought conditioning better than like anybody in his entire class. And every time he competes, he is just so unbelievably dry and hard and peeled. And he's having fucking 5 guys in crumble every week until like 2 weeks out.
Full
That
prep.
motherfucker.
It's crazy, bro. He's just so like we're gonna have him on next time, bro. He's just one of those dudes where it's like freak, bro. Like
That's
Yeah,
awesome.
you know what I mean?
dude,
Yeah.
Anson, have you seen him? The
I
Dom?
don't think so.
Dude,
Bro, I'll
if
send
you
you some
saw his
pics.
upper
actually,
body,
maybe I have. What's his last name?
His at on Instagram is KingDomCome. I tag him every now and then. I haven't tagged
Oh,
him
yeah,
in
no,
Facebook
I've not seen
since
him.
you followed me, but he's
Okay.
my old training partner. He moved to San Diego though, so we haven't really.
dude,
Anyway,
he could definitely,
bro,
if he
just-
wanted to switch to bodybuilding, he could 100%.
He'd have to grow his
100%.
legs, but dude is just like on another level, shredded every time, and he's got the craziest back and arms and shit.
The thing is, though, when your upper body is already dominant, I don't think it's that tall of an order to grow your lower body. Like that's what I've experienced with myself is because the upper body is already in a good spot, you can kind of just hold it at maintenance volume.
Yeah.
And honestly, for me, even holding it at maintenance volume has resulted in progress. And then you can really attribute, like for example, so I have a rotating split where I'll do 4 days a week, 5 days a week. Because if I do 5 days a week back to back, I will just be in a recovery hole from how hard I train my legs down. My body's just not used to it yet, I guess.
Yes.
But the cool thing with the 4 or 5 day split is so today's Saturday, I trained my legs today. I'm going to train them again on Monday, and then I'm going to train them again on Friday. So I kind of almost get to train my legs 3 times a week, like once or twice a month.
That's sick.
Yeah.
And you can get away with that if you're just doing like maintenance volume for your upper body and eating
Yeah.
7,000 calories.
7,000 calories. Yeah, that too.
Yeah,
yeah. Yep. It all plays a role for sure. But I mean, I think that if other things are on the back burner, you can definitely take one thing to the forefront. Like we can't grow our back and our legs and our chest all at the same time. Like those big
No.
3 pinnacle body parts, I really think you have to pick one at a time for the most part.
Dude,
Yeah.
I've chosen my arms since I've come out of prep, and I've grown everywhere. Like I've put
Yep.
on a lot of size since then, but my arms suck, bro, and it's like the hardest part for me to grow. I don't connect well with my biceps or my triceps. And now when I like do picks like with a pump, I have decent they've probably grown an inch, bro. Like I haven't taped
Nice.
them, but they look way better, and it's so encouraging. Like I was doing some posing today, and I was just like, "Fuck yeah, dude!"
Nice. That's what it's all about, man.
Yeah, it's a good feeling, bro. You gotta have big arms if you bodybuild, bro.
100%, 100%. Like I think even for classic guys, it's not as big a focus as it is for open. Like open, you've got to have minimum 20, 21 inch arms in open.
Bro, that's
Yeah.
mine are 16 probably right now.
Dude,
But
I'm trying to
I would
have
have guessed they were bigger. So you have
They're
good
not- they're
insurance.
maybe
man.
16 and a half, but they didn't grow for my entire like bodybuilding duration until like this year. And all I
Huh.
did was do a dedicated arm day. When I heard your coach, he's like, dude, if you don't have Nick Walker's arms, like you gotta do an arm day. And I was like, I'm done
100%.
fucking around, bro.
100%.
I'm gonna do an arm day, and then I do a whole other like dedicated like day with arms and chest, and I do arms first. So I'm
Very
hitting them hard
good, yeah.
twice,
Nice.
and it's worked, bro. And I think just more practice with training them instead of training triceps at the end of a push day or whatever. I'm getting better at training arms. You know,
Do you
Frequency
guys,
is 100% key.
Yeah.
what do you guys? Okay, so you guys know like this whole talk about like the arm development in the pro leagues and stuff like that. Even down in the amateur ranks, like you see it. And do you guys
Yeah.
think that like? What do you think that is? Why did back in the 90s a lot of guys had greater big
They
arms,
did.
and then now it seems
did
to
arm
be
days.
it's like harder
They did
to
it more
get
frequently.
the arms.
They did
they
it more
train arms all the
frequently.
time.
100%. They did them way more frequently, and they had an arm day. So not only were they training arms, probably almost every. Because think about it. What's the old school split? It's like, and this is like before Ronnie's time. I think it's like,
Chest and back and freaking
yeah,
something
it's
like
like
that.
chest and back, arms
The
and
Arnold
shoulders, and then legs. It's like chest and back, arms and shoulders, legs, something
I hate
like
that
that.
Yeah,
Yeah, I'm not a fan of it, but they're hitting their arms like 4 days a week, 5 days a week.
yeah.
So,
I like the chest shoulder day. I did one of those today. I threw in some delts
Yeah.
at the end, but yeah, I think that we've gotten away from a dedicated arm day with the PPL and the upper lower and all that
Yep.
shit. And I've had great success with both, and more so with upper lower. Actually, I'm a fan of upper body days. I'm doing them right now.
That was kind of
I've never done that before.
that was
I
my
like it.
theory, man. Another thing I thought too, and I've kind of been experimenting with this. I think we got scared to lift heavy weight with our arms. We got a little bit too carried away with like doing this pumpy shit.
So
Our arms can lift some heavy weight. Like you can do a bicep
feel
curl like
personally
70
attacked,
pound
bro.
dumbbells.
So I'm gonna actually push back on that a little bit because I've
Okay.
done it both ways and I've gotten results from both.
Okay.
With triceps, I think you're 100% right.
Okay.
You need to move heavyweight with your triceps. I've said on my show before, I've reverse grip bench press 400 pounds for 12, 15 reps, like 450 for 8, 12, like close to 500 reverse grip bench press, which is primarily triceps.
That's
I've done
actually crazy. I thought
I've
we were
done-
going in the
now-
slow crusher direction.
Now, yeah, I'm about to get there. Now, this is with like a block on my chest. It's like all triceps, no chest. I've done skull crushers with the barbell with 225 on it. I've done, the single arm, the dumbbell
bench
extensions. I
press
think-
or whatever.
Yeah, I think I've done those with like hundreds or something. But I would regularly do the double arm overhead tricep extensions with 150s for sets of like 20 plus. So yeah, for triceps, I think absolutely heavyweight is for sure key. And then I've also done like the old school like rolling dumbbell tricep extensions with like hundreds or some shit. But that will for sure equal good triceps. However, I've never seen a big bicep result from a heavy curl outside of Kevin Levrone. That's the only person that I can think of.
What are we considering heavy? Like 5 to 8 reps?
Heavy enough to where, yeah, for sure. I would say 5 to reps, yeah.
All right. I'm going to say I've been going not every movement for bicep, but like the past 2 weeks, I'll do heavy alternating dumbbell curls. And I won't say heavy to where I'm like failing 5 to 8, but I'm going to say heavy where between 10 to 15, I got to kind of hump it a little bit. I'm not using that strict form. So like 60 pound, 70 pound dumbbell curls or something, where normally I would just be like, let's be super strict with 35s or whatever, or 40s, and just, curl that as intently as I can. I've kind of gotten more into like, let's try throwing some cheat reps in with some heavier weight. And I feel like it's getting like I'm able to recruit way more tissue that way. If that makes any sense.
Are you a fan of preacher curls?
Yes, I love preacher curls.
Like a machine or
Machine.
a dumbbell?
Machine preacher curls is one of the
Oh, you
only
like them, yeah, I
bicep.
know that.
They're one of the only bicep exercises I connect with because I've never connected with my biceps. It feels like even when I'm doing a bicep exercise, I swear my triceps take over somehow, even though I don't think that's anatomically fucking possible.
I know. It's like the
But yeah.
triceps taking over in a fucking pullover with a cable.
Yeah, I don't even fucking understand it, but it happens. Yeah,
Hey, I was going to say, with arms, not to cut you off, but before I want to say this too before I forget, I've, like I said, had a lot of trouble, and what I've found I connect with best is like higher reps because
yes,
I don't start really getting a connection to my bicep until like rep 12. I'm not going to lie.
100%.
I'll do like the lat pull down bar on a cable, put the cam all the way down, and I'll just curl that bitch like supinated curls, like 2 sets, like 20 to 25, bro. And
Yes, 100%
it's
agree.
so painful. It feels amazing.
Especially for biceps, 100%.
Yeah.
I don't even feel a pump in my bicep, and I'm deliberately sitting there squeezing up and down, regardless of what weight I use, what technique. I will not even feel a pump in my bicep until about rep 10.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, I'm with
Blood's
you on
gotta be
that
there.
for sure. Definitely. It takes a while to
I
get
think
going.
with trouble body parts, like we were talking about this before,
Yeah.
Madison and I, like for me, dude, like I gotta go higher reps just because I'm not gonna connect to the muscle until there's blood in there.
Yeah.
and
And
legs.
then I'll do like a heavier, like 5 to 8 rep set, like once I'm really pumped and I feel like I can,
Yeah,
connect with it better. But even then, I don't know. I guess I'll mature one fucking day. I don't know.
honestly, even still for legs, even though I feel like I've gotten a good connection with them now, man, high reps is the way to go. I honestly high reps on almost everything, man. Just it feels so good to me, and I'm considering high reps like anywhere from 12 to 15 all the way up to 20 to 30. It just depends.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not squatting no fucking 30 reps, but
No. Like for example, like a leg press, I'll do 20 plus reps. A hack squat on my drop set, I'm aiming for like 12. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, dude. I did 25 today on the leg press.
that's
For
so
my first rep.
vicious, dude. Holy
Yeah.
fuck.
Yeah, I did something like
Yeah,
that.
my
today
first set was
with leg
25.
presses too today.
Hey, bro.
Yeah.
Leg press is the one leg movement that I have such a love-hate relationship with because I'm so picky on the leg presses that I'll use because there's such variation with every model, right?
I only
And-
had one.
Yeah, I don't. Everyone's a fan of the Cybex squat press. I fucking hate that thing. The way it moves is funky. It gets like really heavy in the hole for me.
Yeah.
I love the Life Fitness leg press that's got the 2 trees. And it's, bro, the sled is like way less than 45 degrees. So it's real fucking tame on the angle. So you're not like pushing like fucking mostly vertical, you know? I hate super vertical leg extensions. And I mean, you can load up more plates on it and that's cool, whatever. But the way it moves is gorgeous, bro. It's just,
Yeah.
I don't know, it doesn't fold you in half, you know?
Yeah, I've only really like. I mean, I trained at some gyms before my gym, but I've really only trained at my gym for the past since 2017. So it's almost 9 years now. So I've only had the equipment I've had. So I don't have that. Like I'm sure if I had like trained on a bunch of Prime pieces or Arsenal pieces, yeah, I would think they were better. But I've just gotten used to what I have. So there's a benefit to that as well.
Yeah, that's sick.
What kind of leg press do you have, Anson?
It's a hammer strength. I don't know like what particular.
I know which one you're talking about.
That's the one that
my old
I
gym,
use.
We had 5 leg presses. We had one of those.
I think
Wow.
that's what we've got at the gym I trained at today, and I love it, dude. That's the only leg press that we have there. It's like a early 2000s model, I want to say, hammer strength leg press.
Yeah.
It's fucking golden, dude. It's got the 2 like handles that are grips too that you just pivot out.
Big ass platform, huh?
Yeah, super big platform.
Yeah.
And the gym that had the 5 leg presses had no hack squat, though. Riddle me this.
What?
Are you serious?
Bro,
That's
the only
crazy.
hack squat in my entire, like, I live in San Jose, right, which is like the South Bay area. Massive city of 1 million people. No bodybuilding culture here. It's tech country. Everyone's a techie. And so there's just no gyms to accommodate bodybuilders, really. Not really. They opened up a Gold's right by my house, and it's like a sub-shoot, like spin-off of Gold's, like they're licensing the name or something, but there's only like 8 of them. And they have this gym equipment called Gym 80, and it's German, and they're all like imitation of like Prime or whatever different. And we have a hack squat that I would use earlier this week, and it's got a pin behind the sled, just one, like right behind the back rest. And it's beautiful. It moves like a Cybex.
What's his name sponsored by them?
Wesley Vissers.
Wesley Vissers, and then Junior. What's his name? I forgot his first name. His dad.
Sergio Oliva?
Sergio Oliva Jr., yeah. He works with them too.
Yeah. Hey, they're hit or miss, bro, because they got this lateral machine that you sit in, and it's got 2 arms that go like that, and it's not the one where you put your elbows and pads. Like, it has 2 handles that come down. You grab it. It's gorgeous. There's like an incline selectorized press that's nice. But most of it's kind of trash, bro.
Really?
I've never used any of these pieces that are like Prime Strive, where like they have different loading patterns and stuff. I've never used a machine like that before. I bet it's awesome.
I went to Alpha Land before and got to use all that shit. It was fun.
Nice.
I feel like I get too spoiled with that when I train at the one gym in our town that's got all that kind of stuff, all the Prime, got all the Panada.
Lucky, bro.
I start getting like away from like, I feel like I'm getting too pretty with it. I'm like, I got to get back to the gritty like dumbbells and like my
I don't know
my
though,
shitty
man. Like, I feel
pre-core
like
machines.
Hey, I'd be using the fuck out of that.
I feel like your size is to the point to where that's what you need, though. You need the pretty, you need the finesse. Like you've got the baseline mass, especially like in your back and stuff. So like you've already hit shit with the sledgehammer. You don't need that anymore. You need to really chisel out the details now.
Yeah, that's true, man. That's definitely true.
However you developed your back is fucking. Yeah, you did that.
Freaking rows, baby. Bent over barbell rows.
What, bent over rows? Barbell rows?
Yeah. Dude, I fell in love with that movement, man. Like that and
them.
deads and honestly, like seated cable rows. I love those. Those are great.
Yeah.
I do too. I love the V handle, bro.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, I love that. Honestly, anything that keeps your
feeling.
elbows really tight and tucked on that cable row,
Yes.
I love that, man. I feel like I feel
remember
that
when
all
they
the
were
way through
trying
my
to
back.
like when the fucking nerds of the industry, I don't even remember which fucking sub segment, but a few years ago was like, oh, the fucking V handle cable row is terrible because you can't put your elbows behind your waist when you're rowing. It's like, bro, you don't need your elbows to go behind your waist when you're rowing for your lats. That's all you fucking need. Like,
It's literally from here to here.
That's it, bro.
It is such a limited range of motion. People don't understand.
Yep.
That's it, bro. Yeah.
Yeah.
Anymore, and it's just you're using fucking upper back. You're using
Scapula.
And then a lot of
Like, the
people
thing
will
is,
train
this
the
is how I
shoulder
used-
joint. They'll just like let it
Yes.
fall out of socket, and they think that's the lat
Yes.
range of motion.
That's
and
what I was
it's
going to
not.
show. This is how I used to do my single arm cable rows. I would almost overextend and then I would go back and then overcompensate back behind. But then Joe taught me to just kind of live in here and actually squeeze down on the lat
Yeah,
and just keep constant tension the whole way. Night and day better progress. Like
way better.
my back was already in an okay spot. It was one of my better body parts, but it's like 3x'd since I've started working with Joe and he made these tiny little tweaks.
Once you learn like elbow in for lats, elbows out
Yes.
for traps and upper back, it's like, oh,
The light
Yeah.
bulb goes
that's all
off.
you need to know, really.
Yeah.
100%.
Yeah.
Like I used to do, man, like I would probably do 30, 40 sets for a back day, like just for back. And I would do 6 different types of pull downs and rows and all the different grips and shit. And right now my back day is, let's see, chest supported rows, upper back pull down, cable row.
What chest supported row? You do a T-bar?
I have to do dumbbells because I don't have a proper T-bar. Yes, I do chest. Yeah. I'm gonna try to get an upgraded one here. But honestly, the dumbbells feel really good. I like it. And then I do a single arm lat row. So it's like 4 or 5 exercises, like 11
the
sets
dumbbell
for back.
prone row on the bench is the only thing for upper back that I can't connect to. Like
Okay.
I can make any fucking row and upper back row. I cannot with that for whatever reason.
Yeah.
Honestly, my go-to is Smith machine and do like a Yates row where you're bent at like 45 and you
Okay,
kind of just
yeah.
pull up to your stomach with your traps and rhomboids.
Yeah. I think the idea with Joe has for me is he doesn't want to grow my waist anymore, so I don't have any like
That makes sense.
like deadlift or bit over rows
Yeah.
or anything like that. Because that's like my waist has always been a decent size. We just want to keep it that way for the most part.
Yeah,
That makes sense.
dude. That's smart, dude.
Yeah.
Definitely take advantage of having that super tight waist right now. I feel like
Yeah.
I got carried away with the barbell rows a bit, and it definitely my obliques got bigger from that for sure. Just
Yeah.
bracing, even if you're mindful of not using them, they still brace a little bit on the just holding your back in place. Honestly,
I noticed that was starting to happen at the early point of this offseason before I got with Joe, and I was doing a lot of RDLs, SLDs, and bent rows. That was starting to happen to me.
yeah.
Hey, are you guys a fan of hyper extensions?
I've never done them consistently.
I like
Bro,
them.
it's-
I just never do them consistent. Yeah,
Yeah.
I feel like you guys are like probably you guys are on another level of bodybuilding than me, but like I feel like it's one of the best erector movements you can do.
Oh,
If you can like you essentially just you do the one where you plant your feet in, you stick out at like a 45, right?
Mhm.
And you lean over and grab like a stack of plates or whatever, and you essentially just like curl upwards, right? Hyperextend, but you just focus on using your erectors and not hamstrings or glutes, and it's fucking insane, dude.
So what do you think about this? We just got a reverse hyper at my gym. Would that be kind of like a similar area?
I would use it. We have one too at my gym that's like stack loaded.
Yeah, I just don't know where I would add it in to my programming. I guess
Try it
like
last,
at
just
the
to fuck around with
beginning.
it.
Yeah, at the beginning or the end of pool day. I don't know.
I would do it last because it's kind of one of those things where you could probably load it fairly heavily if you're fresh. But if your
Okay.
back's already smoked, you could probably reap a lot out of like doing a lighter weight when you're exhausted.
Because I've
And
always
you'll-
had low back issues, so I'm wondering. And
I
Louis
would do
talks
it,
about
bro.
how that. Yeah,
And if you develop that connection with your erectors with that movement, it's fucking crazy, like how it feels. But that's another reason too. Like get a pump, and you'll be able to feel it better, right?
yeah, for sure.
Highly recommend.
That makes sense.
But yeah,
It's
if you
just
do it
like-
in the beginning, you'll be holding like 6 plates, like little fucking.
Yeah, yeah. I remember actually a couple months ago, I saw a kid at my gym doing it with like 4 plates, and this is like a 150-pound kid. I was like, "Look, your form on this is not right. I know that you should not be doing more than your body weight on this exercise. So like, do
I do a
this."
45 and a 25 at the end of my
Yes,
workout.
and when I showed him how to do it properly, mind you, this is an exercise I don't do very frequently, so I probably don't even know how to do it very well. But when I showed him how to do it, somewhat correctly, he went down to like a 45.
yep.
Yeah.
It has been a pleasure talking with you, gentlemen. But it's 11 o'clock. I gotta get to bed here.
Oh, yeah.
Yes, sir. I got to get some food in and
Only
do
8
the
of my
same,
side
man.
country.
Yeah. Yeah, it's all good. Well worth the wait. It was an awesome conversation.
Yeah, man. It was
All
great
right.
talking to you guys. Thank you for coming on, Anson, man. We really appreciate
Yeah, man.
you.
Anytime. You guys just let me know. Ideally, like a Saturday night is perfect because, like, for example, tomorrow Sunday, I ain't got to do shit in the morning, so I can just sleep in. It's all good.
Nice.
Hey, to be honest, this will probably be the last Saturday night I can record. My wife's with her friends. Fucking, they're all 3 pregnant women are having a slumber party. So Sundays during the day, pretty much
That
any
works
point
good.
I can always hop on.
Nice.
Yeah, that would work good for me too.
Yeah, that'd
I
work
think
for
we
me
should
too,
do it.
man. For sure.
Hey, let's
All
have
right.
my boy Dom on next week, and we can ask him
Got it.
about men's physique.
Sweet.
Yeah, that'd be super cool to watch. Looking forward to that one.
Yes,
All right,
sir.
fuck yeah. All right.
All right,
Later,
fellas.
guys.
All right.
Y'all have a good night,
See you,
man.
gentlemen. Yep. Peace.
Peace.